Boats? Oh, it's Caleb. I thought that was Greg trying to pop on. Greg might be on like a boat somewhere. He said he's gonna try. He's like, "Hey, do you care if I try?" I'm like, "Nah, try."
Yeah, dude.
Easy,
That makes perfect sense.
yeah, easy day. Try away. Dale King, owner of Portsmouth or Portsmouth,
Portsmouth.
but spelt mouth.
It is spelled mouth. Yeah.
All right, I'm not stupid.
No,
I ain't stupid.
you're good.
That's how dumb that city is. It's said Portsmouth, but it's spelled Portsmouth, but said Portsmouth.
That's how we know if you're an insider or an outsider.
Yeah, and because people do say Portsmouth, right?
Oh yeah. You know, get you California types down here, and they start saying Portsmouth. We immediately know where you're coming from.
Get a rope. Hey, there was a commercial that was like that. Oh wow, it was like for a hot sauce or something. That probably wouldn't fly today. Do you remember that? Like it was for a Texas hot sauce, and if you had the wrong hot sauce, they would say that. Get a rope. Get a rope. Good morning, everyone. Caleb, good morning. Dang. Caleb, do you feel hungover?
No.
Oh.
Why?
I feel hungover. I don't even know why. I didn't even drink last night, but I thought maybe like we had Dave Driscoll on yesterday, Dale, from Wonderlust CrossFit in Bali. That's the dude who never puts on a shirt with the beautiful hair and the super hot.
It looks like he just runs like a fantasy camp.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah.
I'm hungover from talking to him.
That's awesome,
dude. What a totally different scene his gym is, his story than your story.
Yeah, man. I don't know too much about him other than I've seen a couple of videos on Instagram, but it looks pretty sweet.
He's turned his gym into a hotel and eating service and like a Uber Eats and like a whole like same thing business, 80 employees, or 87 employees, business opportunities like you're doing, but more around food and beaver than than reconstruction and rehab, which is more like where you're in the reconstruction rehab phase.
I'm in the wrong business. Food and beaver sounds exactly where one should be.
This Caleb, I went into Google and I just typed in small town strong Apple, and I see that it's populated now in the Apple menu. Dale has a movie coming out today. You produced the movie, Dale?
Yes. Yeah.
And by producer, you mean, for those of you who don't know what a producer does, a producer's in charge of everything. Most importantly, making sure the movie gets started and finished, and that there's the right people there to do it, and he has to come up with the money.
Yes.
That's the glory of being a producer. So that could mean getting people water on a set, and that could mean firing directors because they're not getting it done.
Well, there was definitely be no fire of the director. So it was really my best friend who he was also executive producer and director, Army buddy of mine. And really, dude, it was just, we kind of looked at each other. It's like, we're going to do this. And because if we're not going to tell the story, I really don't think anybody else is. And so we initially put up half and half to get the finances going. And then here we are, man.
Hey, it looks expensive. Did these guys have day jobs, the directors and the editors, or was this their job when they were doing it and you were paying them?
So,
and I asked that because most documentaries, by the way, for people know, even the biggest ones are passion projects. Like this is not documentaries are not a money-making venture.
No. So the only person who got paid initially was Spencer Millsap. So Chase's brother. Really, the two brothers co-directed it, and Spencer is like an award-winning cinematographer for National Geographic and a bunch of projects on Disney. So we did have to pay him to come to Portsmouth, and he did a lot of work on the back end editing. So no disrespect to Spencer, but so far he's been the only one who's been paid on this project.
No, it makes sense. Dude, shot crazy
right?
Dude, audio crazy.
Oh man,
Animations explaining the dopamine response crazy.
So that guy was from my gym, the graphic artist. He came to the gym 5, 6, 7 years ago. I can't remember. College kid, and I've watched him. His name's Connor Sherman. I've watched him, dude, grow and develop, and that was the whole thing. As much as we could, we wanted it to be people from inside the gym or from Portsmouth that were making this project or a part of it somehow. So that was all Connor Sherman, man.
The movie has such a crazy twist in it that I did not see coming, and that I actually rewound it. I did not want to rewind it.
Yeah.
I do not like watching things twice. I have a very busy life, but I rewound it because I'm like, this cannot have just happened. I don't want to reveal what happens in the movie, but when you started filming the movie, obviously that there was no fucking way in hell you would have known that was going to happen.
Oh no, it's really hard for me to describe that.
Was anyone like, okay, we have to stop making the movie, and some other people are like, no, shut the fuck up, we're putting it in the movie, and it's like, whoa, we're not putting that in the movie.
That is actually the reason the movie got made. So prior to that, the way this was working, Sevan, was so my good friend Chase, he was working for a media company in LA that was focused on veteran projects. So he had a lot of experience in the production media space out in LA, and he ended up marrying a girl from Portsmouth, believe it or not, of all places. So I met him through a mutual friend, and like we immediately started broing out from like day one and became best friends. So when he would always come to Portsmouth to visit the wife's family, he's like, dude, you mind? I'm just going to bring my camera. Like, I think what's going on in that gym is like a super special story, and I'm just going to get footage while I can. And I was like,
what year is that? What year is that, Dale?
2017.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2017, Chase would come, and he would like film our annual summer competition and stuff like that. And another thing, dude, you got to let me help promote the gauntlet if you want people to come from out of town. Yeah.
That's the event, dude. Let's not forget to talk about that. That's a destination event that you got it figured out, dude.
Dude,
you got it figured out. Okay, sorry, we'll come back to that event.
Yeah, we will. I love to nerd out on that competition side, but so and Chase had several connections in Hollywood, and he was like, dude, what we're going to do is like, we're going to sell this as a developmental project. Like, we're going to pitch this as like a 10-episode docuseries or reality TV. I don't know shit about any of this stuff. So I'm like, yeah, man, whatever fucking you want to do, we can make it happen. COVID happens, and Chase is like, I need to get the hell out of LA. Like, this is becoming insane. So packs up the whole family, moves back to Portsmouth where his mother-in-law live. And now he's got some time on his hand, so he's able to film a little bit more. And what we now had a stringer, right? And so we're pitching that to studios and streamers. And
a stringer's like a trailer, like to show people like, hey, this is this could be made into something.
Yeah. And so we met with the big boys, man, and they didn't like it. They said it basically, the feedback we got was it was too earnest.
Yeah, the other way, I think it's not sexy enough.
Right.
It's not sexy enough. Yeah.
So we're like, all right, well then, and you'll see this in the film is.
Wait, hold on.
He is.
Hey. Oh, Greg. Wait, you know what's crazy?
No.
The picture's amazing. The audio, though, the engines on the boat are too loud. Have them turn those off.
There's nothing I can really do about that.
It is so loud. Hey, can you show us where you're at? Can you like point at some shit?
Yeah. In fact, you can mute me. I'll just.
Oh my! This is so cool.
That is not the Ohio River.
That's Lake Tahoe. Woo,
There
Maggie.
she is.
Dang, dude.
That's awesome.
I don't. You know what? I lost Wi-Fi, but I just want to, while I'm here, while this lasts, I want to share something, and that's it. I am so proud of Dale King. I love you so much, brother. And you can discount everything I say because he's one of my dearest friends. And so I've got a crazy bias, but he may just be one of my best friends because I'm so fucking proud of him. I want to be friends with someone who's done something that amazing. But of 15,000 affiliates, I mean, someone asked me, it's Josh Honeycutt, Dale King. It's amazing. And I watched the documentary and I had to stop for the crying. I mean, it's so positive and so sad, all wrapped up into one. And it's must see. It's must see. I'm a documentary freak, right, Sevi?
100%. 100%.
Brother,
Hey.
I thank you, man. You know how much I love you, and that means a lot coming from me, brother.
Oh my God, I love Rhett's hair. God, you guys are doing it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Is that your sister? Oh, that's your wife.
Kathy's not here.
I know, I was joking about Maggie. Dang, dude, you guys look great. Oh my goodness, that boat life is doing you good.
Here, let's see what happens when I move inside.
Okay.
This is amazing.
For those of you who don't know, I think Greg's somewhere in Croatia. I forget what that body of water. What's that body of water called, Greg?
It's the Adriatic.
Adriatic. Okay. I'm gonna mute you and let Dale just keep telling it. Oh, it's good. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Dale. Now your audio is good, Greg.
Good.
Okay. Go ahead, Dale.
Yeah, so kind of what Greg and you've already alluded to is when you'll find out in the film, but there was an event that happened and it really shook us to our core. And then Chase and I looked at each other and said, we have to fucking make this in order to tell the story. And we're not gonna let a studio or a streamer dictate whether we can do it or not. And that's the reason the film got made.
So basically, the film was kind of a pipe dream, and you had started filming back in 2017, and then this event happened, and you're like, okay, we're gonna push this thing across the finish line.
Yep. We now had a mission. We had to do it.
Wow. Absolutely amazing. It is this is going to sound completely callous, but it is a filmmaker's dream to have a twist like that in a movie. And now at least you guys can all say, at least it didn't go to waste. Like it really drives the message home that the movie wants to drive home, the potency of the situation, the severity of the situation, and that every single human being on planet Earth is susceptible. It's interesting. You were being interviewed by Pedro over at Coffee Pods and Wads.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is he said they don't have fentanyl in Ireland yet. And I actually Googled fentanyl Ireland, and like there's these doomsday articles that have come out. 2019, Ireland better prepare for the fentanyl attack. 2020, Ireland better prepare for the fentanyl attack. And I guess it still hasn't happened because I found one for every year all the way up to 2023. There's even one a month ago. Ireland better prepare for the fentanyl attack. But isn't it kind of amazing that fentanyl hasn't landed in Ireland? That's a trip, right?
Well, what Pedro was saying that made a lot of sense is they don't have the same involvement of the pharmaceutical companies into their country.
Right.
And if we trace back where we're at with fentanyl, it started in the 90s with pharmaceutical companies just flooding markets with opioids. So it's the 3-wave process. So the first wave was pain pills and opioids in the 90s and early 2000s. DEA finally cracked down on that, shut all those clinics down. Problem is you already have a drug addicted population. They can't quit fucking opioids. So what do? They go to heroin. So from the 2010s to the late 2019, 18s, it's pretty much heroin. Then fentanyl comes in because it's cheaper to make and it's more potent.
But it still kind of doesn't explain why because it is so cheap. You would think it would have got there already. Like you think it'd be everywhere. In one scene in the movie, the doctor, the physician, who's also your wife, holds up the sugar packet and says, "This is 40,000 doses in here, and 2,000 lethal doses. 40,000 medicinal doses and 2,000 lethal doses."
In the volume the volume of a sugar packet, man. Like so that's why people die. Yes, you do have people who overdose, but what a lot of people don't, they just hear that term overdose, but really what they're not understanding is some of those are fentanyl poisoning. So if you're wanting to do some Coke or Adderall, all it takes is a couple specks of that stuff to be mixed in there, and that's how you die of fentanyl poisoning.
Listen, if you want, you can help. You can help by just going, but you can help Dale. You can help CrossFit. You can help his affiliate. You can help the cause. You can help the filmmakers. You can participate in this. And how you do that is you go to your phone, you open up Apple TV, you go there and you purchase it, which we're all going to do this morning. And then you purchase it. And as more and more people purchase this documentary, it will push it up into the #1 spot, which will get more and more eyeballs on it. And they'll become sort of this, the more popular it gets effect. So if you have, I'm guessing, I don't know how much it is. I'm guessing it's probably like $14.99. If you have $14.99, you want to support CrossFit Portsmouth. You want to support what CrossFit is doing. As Greg has all told us, cure the world's most vexing problem. Whether it be chronic disease or addiction. Participate in this. Oh, $12.99. Yeah, and I don't want anyone to think this is like you're going to go hang yourself after you watch this movie. It's a great movie. It's not a depressing movie. It's like it's intense. There's some crazy twists and turns in it, but you will leave there. There's a closing scene with Dale in there where you will leave there being like, "Fuck yeah, I'm going to go attack the world."
Yo.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, scaring me dancing around. I'm just so worried you're going to give something away because nothing can prepare you for this. And you sit there watching through your fingers and just with it, it's amazing. It's an amazing human story.
Hey, I think more people now know people who've died from fentanyl than like AIDS or I think it's like approaching like cancer status. Like I think, I don't know about Caleb, but all of us here now knows. I can't believe I know someone. It's very close to Greg knows people very close to him who've died of it and who weren't doing it, who weren't doing fentanyl and died of fentanyl overdose.
That's the part of the poisoning, man. Like you don't like, and our friend talks about in the film is like, unless you're getting something from a pharmacy, like you're playing, if it's a street drug, you're playing Russian roulette nowadays. And the reason is like all dope houses, trap houses, like it's not like they have great manufacturing processes. They don't clean the table afterwards. So they could be distributing heroin one day, cutting coke the next. If that gets intermingled, you're done.
Caleb, do you know anyone who's died from fentanyl?
No, but my wife comes home just about every shift and talks about how somebody was overdosing, like how she had to administer Narcan. And like one time last week, she had a double overdose, fentanyl overdose. And it was like two, like 40-something-year-old dudes. One of them died and the other one made it. Like it's happens every week.
There's a character in the documentary who, I think she said she's been Narcan 20 times in her life.
Sometimes one dose isn't even enough. So you give them one dose of Narcan and then they still won't wake up. So you have to give them another one and another one. It's crazy.
It's nuts, dude. It's like really since the pandemic, I've known more guys die here in Portsmouth than I knew in 2 deployments in Iraq.
There's a character in the movie named Rooster. Is he okay? Is he still okay?
Yeah, he's actually Rooster. Just he left us to take a factory job about an hour away to be closer to his folks and make a little bit more money. But he's got his license. He's got a great job. He's done exactly what he's needed to do right now.
Do you live in like a state of a little bit of fear that every morning you're going to wake up and one of your homies is going to relapse? It feels like there's that kind of that. At least I would be kind of in that situation. I mean, you're around a bunch of people who were all standing at the edge of the Grand Canyon getting ready to jump, and now everyone's taking a step back, and you're like, well, okay, how about you take 3 steps back? You know, like
the solid crew that we have, I don't really. That's not my concern. I mean, we're going on several years now with a lot of them, but it's just like, as a business owner, I'm worried like when and if I can't make payroll and these guys can't work, what's going to happen? Like that's my stress more than that. So it's just like trying to keep this thing rolling and going so they can all have stability and not have to worry about a paycheck.
Greg, 15,000 affiliates. So many of them have a Dale story. He's a fucking dime a dozen dude. Veteran, comes back, opens an affiliate. Whoop-de-doo. What stands out about this guy that makes it that you got? How does he get into the Greg Glassman inner circle? How is it that every time I go to a party at your house, Dale's there? He's just a regular affiliate owner. Can you hear me, Greg? Damn, that was a good setup. How do you guys end up becoming friends? Because I know you guys. I know you're not speaking hyperbole. He's everywhere, and I know, and like I could be at your house and walk in, and you're on the phone with him.
It was during the lockdowns. I was doing Zoom calls, and he gave a quick description of what was going on in his box and what they were doing, and we've just stayed close. And
but how does
I want him at everything. I want him at everything I do.
But what stood out about him? I mean, those Zoom calls were 30 people, new affiliates a day.
Watch the documentary, and you'll understand why Greg Glassman is in love with Dale King. How could you not?
I hear you.
It speaks to anyone's heart who has one, and what his box has done. You know, each box has an enormous potential. You can get people fit, or you can fitness. I wrote a thing on what I call the transference effect in a column I had in the Santa Cruz Sentinel in the mid '90s, and I said that the gym, that fitness is the province where essential lessons for success were most easily delivered and read, received and delivered, and what Mr. King has done is it epitomizes that potential. And so just as every member has a potential, so does every box. And he is my favorite of 15,000, or even now if there's 10, whatever the number is, for obvious reasons. And when you watch that documentary, it's going to be abundantly clear to everyone. And if not, you're no friend of mine. You know, there's something wrong with you if you don't understand.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, I've said before, each of our gyms has the potential to be the most important place in your community for healing, for health, for wellness, for friendship, for camaraderie. You know, that the effective gym will have an impact that will make a psychiatrist, a priest, or an emergency room physician jealous. And man, he's knocked it out of the park.
Dale, did you ever think
I'm just here to cheerlead, pom-poms, the whole bit.
Yeah, me too. Dale, did you ever think the movie wouldn't be made?
Oh shit!
Like along the way, were you like, because that happens, right?
It does, and especially this being my first foray into filmmaking. It was probably one of the most challenging business ventures I've ever been a part of. You just start running. You run out of money, which means you can't do the edit, you can't do the shots, you can't do anything. But I can't say enough good things about Chase. Chase is a naval.
This is the guy who originally started shooting it in 2017, who fled LA during the pandemic because of the zombies and the wackadoodles.
And like his background is Chase is a Naval Academy grad, became a Marine infantry officer, decided that wasn't cool enough, so he switched branches and then became Army Special Forces captain. Like he like you get two guys with that kind of background, we're not gonna fail. I mean, we might fuck it up 16 different ways, but we're not gonna look at each other and say, "Well, buddy, it's time to pack it in." Because then of the singular event that happened, now we had soul behind it, and it was very difficult. Don't get me wrong. But what really gave us hope was I knew Tyson Oldroyd, and once we had a rough cut, I needed somebody to tell me, like, is this okay? Sent it to Tyson. Tyson immediately texted back and said, "This is the most powerful piece of CrossFit content I've ever seen, and I want to try to get as CrossFit behind it as much as possible." Yeah. So that really gave us the validation we needed.
Are they pushing it today? Are they pushing it on their?
Yeah, I believe there's some stuff that's going to come out. I mean, and besides the fact they had us come out to the games, they aired the trailer at the games.
Awesome.
They did Nicole has been amazing supporting this, and Tyson and Bishel and everybody. I'm really honored that they want to push this.
Yeah, it should be leveraged. It's good for everyone involved. Dick Butter says, "I want him in bed with me and my wife." I think that's you, Dale. That's kind of cool.
Get in line, Dick.
Chris, I love this show so damn much. Well, good. The show loves you. What is this? Caved Astro. Does Greg think owner's ego is the thing that holds them back from being the most think owner's ego? What's owner's ego? It holds them back.
No, he doesn't.
No, I don't even understand. I don't understand the question.
No, I think if anything, the average affiliate is, if anything, on the short side of recognizing the potential or the importance.
Yes. Okay, I see. So each individual owner, yeah, like they should believe you. Like this guy Joe Niels, like this guy believes. Greg, have you seen this guy Joe Niels? What he's doing over at Kenosha CrossFit?
No.
So he heard two messages. He heard you basically say, "Hey, if you're not walking around and like seeing potential people that you can hand out this remedy to, this cure for the world's most vexing problem, then you're probably not really meant to be a gym owner or a coach. You're not doing your job. Like you should walk around and be seeing that and approaching people." And then he heard Don's idea of having 30 million new members. So this guy has made it his goal, and he's releasing these 2-minute videos where for 30 days. He's releasing a video where he goes out and tries to get a new member from his gym. So here's an episode where he's in Walmart, right? And he goes into a McDonald's, and he goes into a Jack in the Box, or he goes to a car wash, and he's basically just approaching people and being like, "Hey, I got something for you." And that was inspired by something he heard you say on this podcast.
Yeah, if you go up to someone who's 400 pounds, for instance,
yeah,
and you tell them, "I can help you," they won't ask, "What the fuck are you talking about?" That won't happen. It doesn't go down like that. They know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
I've seen you do that a bunch. I saw you do that a bunch.
At the same Jack in the Box with two different people, like a year apart at the games.
Yeah, very effective. Yeah, that's anyway. I'm so impressed by what Joe Niels is doing. Do you know him by any chance, Dale? You know that guy?
No, I don't. But that's awesome. That's exactly.
He looked very familiar to me. I didn't think I did. Maybe I don't, but he does look familiar.
You probably know him. He's pretty. He's a diehard. You probably know. And of all places, right? Kenosha.
What he's doing, look, you're a lifeguard, right? What was the story that? These lifeguards and swim coaches. He's a swim coach that's gone into where the need is greatest, which puts him kind of in a lifeguard position. And when you walk up to someone and tell them, "I can help you," you pick someone out at the Walmart. It's more than a swim coach. You're kind of the lifeguard and a swim coach. It's an intervention of the first order. It's really cool. I think it's brilliant.
Me too. Dale, what are your goals for the movie? What would you like to see unfold?
Man, the first one is honor my friend, which I know we've done. The second is to provide as much education around the issue, and I think the film does a great job of that, because you a lot of stuff out there, you don't hear the person's point of view that's suffering through addiction and how they got there. And by doing that, you can kind of understand, like, I used to have such a negative point of view that they were all just dirtbags and mentally weak. And honestly, like, that's what they get. Like, that's, their actions warrant what's happening to them. But you'll find out, like, that's not the case. They all got there. They all got there through different avenues, but they all have trauma involved. And that's why they chose to do opioids or whatever drug that they were on. And I think if we can provide that awareness, then we can inspire change. And just being a tool for affiliate owners to know that, hey, listen, if you want to make money and you want to have an easy job, you don't open an affiliate. Like, that's not the first two things, but this is a great tool that you can use in your own neighborhoods to make a difference. And it doesn't have to be substance use disorder. Like, every town, big city, whatever, has a unique issue in their backyard that CrossFit is a perfectly designed weapon that can have a tremendous impact on.
Dale, you're reminding me, there's a similarity here in the infant drowning, and part of what greatly complicates prevention is the assumption of hypervigilance and neglect. And so, but what we learned with drowned kids is that some of the most helicoptery vigilant moms you could ever imagine have lost kids, and it really has nothing to do with neglect. And these aren't losers. And if you think this can't impact you or your kids, you're a fool. A fool. Nobody is exempt from this pain. And it came to my own family last year.
Dale, there's a line.
My sister called crying and said that her man's daughter that had lived with them had passed. Oh. And first thing I said was fentanyl, and it was yes. No, we're all next. And you don't have to touch shit yourself. Mm-hmm. It'll happen to someone you love.
Yep.
Dale, there's a line in the movie where it talks about compassion fatigue, and you kind of mentioned it here about, like, hey, yeah, you show up to your town and it's like, what the fuck is going on here? And you just want to you want to get a dumpster, you want to get a dump truck, and scoop all these people up off the sidewalks and just kind of just dump them in the desert, right? Like, hey, we got to clean our town up. Mm-hmm. There's this other epidemic that I feel that's going on in California, and I don't know where else it's going on in the United States, but it's just the crime rate is like skyrocketing, and I have no compassion for it. I don't know if I need to cultivate compassion for it or not, but I have no compassion for it, and I wonder if there's a distinction there. If you have any thoughts on that, the difference between all this. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. It's like a purge. It's like just open season on just some of these cities, San Francisco, Oakland, LA. It's just like people just, driving in their car and people breaking their windows and stealing shit out of their car right when they're in the car. And these aren't isolated incidents. You think that is there any, like, do you have any thoughts on saving those people, fixing that situation? And then on top of that, if you could also, like, do you think that arresting these people, I was thinking if I was addicted to heroin, I don't want a clean needle exchange. I don't think there's anyone who's addicted to heroin who wants to be addicted, or who's addicted to drugs who wants to be. I think we all, like, anything I've ever been addicted to, I want to get away from. And so, what's wrong with arresting these people and putting them in jail and giving them a 2-week reprieve? I would want my son or daughter arrested and taken to jail so they could get a chance to be clean. And that's kind of touched upon in the movie. There's a guy who said, I told them, hey, if you let me back out, I told the guy after I was arrested, if you let me back out onto the streets, I'm going to die.
Look, I think there's tremendous room for improvement with the criminal justice system when it comes to nonviolent drug offenders. I have great relationships with the cops here. 80 to 90% of all crime in our town revolves around drugs.
Right. Homeless people are not homeless people. They're drug addicts who've decided that stealing and their drugs is more important. Their occupation is stealing, and they're to get drugs, and they've chosen drugs over a shelter. That's 99% accurate what I'm saying, by the way. Yeah. Okay.
And so a couple things from we need to understand we are paying for this problem no matter what, we being the taxpayers. So we can't just arrest everybody and put them away, right? A, it doesn't work. B, it's also more expensive than trying to find them, place them in a good treatment facility. But they do, left to their own devices, they will not, it's death or crime, which let's talk, that's a third option. Well, it's a massive drain on the healthcare system. That everybody who overdoses, like when Sarah was talking that she overdosed 9 times, that does not come without a cost to the taxpayer itself. Like that's a hospital run. That's a we are all paying for this. So that's what we need to understand. So we need to select the best option that, callously speaking, that will get us a return on investment. Locking them up for the rest of their life is not going to do it. Letting them continue their action is not going to do it. There's some really innovative court systems who are opening drug courts and recovery courts. And Greg, you'll love this. There's a guy, Judge Lee Harrell in Giles County, Virginia. He came up here about a month ago. He doesn't call, he's the court, he's the judge, the county judge. He doesn't call his drug court. He calls it recovery court. And on Monday and Wednesday night, the courtroom turns into a CrossFit gym. Wow. Like you can look it up on YouTube. It's one of the craziest things I've seen. Like Giles County Recovery Court, and they're freaking doing wall balls like next to a portrait of a guy in the courtroom. Yes, that's it.
Oh, is that the judge?
So he's like the coach. The judge is featured in there as well. But that's the kind of progressive.
Like Michael Moore. I love that.
Yeah. There you go. Look. See,
crazy, dude.
The guy that's Lee right there. Yeah, Judge Harrell in the blue.
Why the courtroom? That's the only space they got?
That's the only space they got. He is an amazing man.
It's a perfect spot.
Hey Dale, you remember when kids would get in trouble and you could avoid incarceration by joining the service?
There you go. And so that's
sentence them to CrossFit and you fuck up and it's jail.
Right. And so that's what's happening in our area now is they basically made a decision that they're not and it's come from necessity. Our jails can't hold it anymore. Like our jails have to prioritize violent offenders versus nonviolent drug offenders. And they're given an option like, hey, you need to go to treatment at XYZ facility. And that's a part of your parole probation. And if you fail to meet your probation parole requirements, then you're going to go to prison or jail.
Let me fall into the weeds here a little bit and get into the minutiae. Like, I don't want to see. I want people arrested, and I'm open to being naive and unfucked, but I want people arrested who are doing drugs openly on the streets. When I see these shots of Kensington outside of Philadelphia, where it's literally just city streets or San Francisco, and there's needles everywhere, and there's people doing drugs in the open. I want to see them all arrested and thrown in jail. Even if it's just for 2 weeks, I just want them off the street. But on top of that, I also think if I was one of those people, or those were my kids, I would want them arrested too.
Yes.
Even for 2 weeks, just give them a chance to sober up.
I don't think being punished when you break the law is a radical statement.
Okay.
I think
I view it as helpful.
Yeah, it is.
Sevy, look, you're a parent, and the phone call that you want at 3 a.m. when you find out your kid's been arrested. Thank God that it's not the other call.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't want
it. That's a call that gives you hope.
Right. Oh, he's off the street. I can go to sleep now. He's in jail.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to reduce the odds of an overdose. It has to.
Yeah. Right.
We just
at this point, that's all that matters.
The worst thing that happens is he gets a tattoo and punched in the face.
We just need to do a better job of getting them effective treatment. Get them off the street, step one. Get them off the street, step two. Get them effective treatment that they need to be held accountable to. And that's the great part about the partner that we work with is they have what they call outpatient treatment or transitional living. And to be in that program, you have to be drug screened 3 times a week. You have to meet your mandatory counseling requirements, and you either have to be looking for or have a part-time job. And that's the missing aspect in a lot of treatment now. That's solely based upon 60, 90, or 96, 30, 60, 90-day treatment, get them in, get them out, and they're back on the street. Like, that doesn't work. Like, to get somebody who's been addicted to heroin and fentanyl and meth or whatever, it's not a 90-day process. It's a, 6, 12, 18-month continued program with accountability and a lot of milestones in between to get them there.
At one point, many years ago, Greg was sharing this information with me that the drug addict problem that they call the homeless problem in the city of Seattle alone is a $1 billion industry. And now I have a handful of friends who are actually very, very wealthy, who are in the rehab business, like very wealthy. And it seems to be its own whole economy, where I'm guessing there's a shitload of corruption and misuse of funds, right?
Yeah, and so what happened? The problem with that, amongst many problems, especially here locally, is you have really good people who are doing things the right way, but one bad actor shits on the entire community. And so what that does, who it ultimately harms, is the addict. Because now they're all cast in the same light that they're all just using Medicaid dollars, and it's all about the money, and they don't care about treating the person. They just care about getting the money. And that is true. There are bad actors, and they should be dealt with and punished to the full extent. Because they make it worse for everybody who's trying to do the right thing. But it's such a complex, complicated issue that really doesn't need to be. It just needs to be better ways of doing it.
Any thoughts on a lot of the blame I've heard is on the border being open? Do you have any thoughts on that? Any relationship to the drug problem and the border being open in the South? Is that you hear pundits in the news talk about that a lot?
It's not helping. It's not helping at all. But the drug problem is a supply and demand. Mm-hmm. And we already talked about the sugar packet.
Right.
Last year, the DEA seized enough fentanyl to kill every person in the United States. Mm. That's just what they seized, let alone coming in. We, as a country, you need to have a border, and it needs to be secured. Once again, I don't think that's a radical statement to say either. But as much energy as we're putting into fixing the supply problem, we need to deploy the same amount of assets to the demand problem as well.
Oh, interesting.
So and let me fuck it, I don't care. We're giving $75 million to Ukraine.
Right.
Or 75 billion. Sorry.
Right. Yeah.
With the B that we know of.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying we should or we shouldn't, but let's try matching every fucking dollar for our own people.
Right.
And see what happens.
What is the how many people live in Portsmouth?
20,000 in the town, 70,000 in the county.
And it is infamous, notorious, widely accepted as the ground zero for opioid addictions in the United States of America, planet Earth.
It's a historical fact. The guy who created the first ever pain clinic pill mill business was in Portsmouth.
And what is the do you guys get? Does the city get a tremendous amount of funding to help fight it?
No, not really. Right now it's a healthcare problem. So for us, the good thing is if you need help, you can go to a rehab center or a treatment facility, and you don't have to worry about payment. Like that is taken care of. That didn't used to exist. So it's all Medicaid funded right now. So it's essentially a healthcare problem. So there's multiple treatment centers to choose from, but it's all basically taxpayer funded for treatment.
Do you have a premiere tonight anywhere in the town or anything? You doing?
We had one on Saturday at the local university, and like close to 500 people showed up.
Wow.
It was like applause at the end. It was nuts, man, to see that come to, like, all that hard work comes out and it elicits the response that you wanted. It was a magical night.
How about the cast of characters in it? Are they happy with the outcome?
Yes, they like Sarah. It was emotional, man. Like they lived it. They lived it.
Yes.
And to see like 4 years of their life condensed to 90 minutes, it was meaningful for them. They were happy. It's been such a good vibe since it came out.
Dale, correct me if I'm wrong, but my guess would be each of them has something they can show their family that will make them proud of them in a way that they never thought was ever going to happen.
It's 100% right. So one of the guys, Andrew, he's got a baby on the way, but he was able to bring both of his older daughters to the premiere that he basically was non-existent in their life when they were growing up. And it was something that they could all share together. My dad's 84, 85, my mom's 74. They were able to come. My mom just said, "I wish you didn't cuss as much," but she.
I love that. That's what my mom says.
But my dad sent me a very meaningful email afterwards that I'm just glad they were able to be there.
It kind of validates their existence too, right? Everything they went through. So like you're a drug addict and you're like, well, fuck, at least there's a movie now and someone's going to get to see this. And hopefully my journey can inspire and just save one life. Right.
Exactly. And even more so, like trying to dance around the issue, but all I really cared about were the parents of somebody featured in that film and what their opinion was. And she said, "I've been struggling with what happened to my son. I now understand why with this film being out." And so I was like, that's all I needed to hear.
Hey, Sevi, remember we used to give away books and we had figured out a way to gift shit with Amazon?
Yeah.
The first 1,500, whatever. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, get with Amazon Prime, and I got 500 of these for your folks. I'll fund it.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, find a way to do that.
Okay. Awesome. Is it on Amazon Prime?
It's on it's on Amazon Prime.
Well, is there a place you prefer people to get it?
Man, I need to talk to my distributor, but right now, just get the fucking thing and watch it. We don't care, man. Like we just want as many people to see it.
Okay. Do you know of any affiliates who are showing it?
Craig Howard already did. He kind of got
Awesome.
a little. He got a bro deal. He was able to leak it out on Friday night.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
God, dude, he's doing such great shit over there.
Dude, he's Craig is the guy. I don't think he gets enough credit, man. Like, I look at Craig, like, I'm 40. I'll be 43 in a couple months, and honestly, there's just some days I'm like, how fucking long am I gonna keep doing this? Because you go ups and downs.
Yeah.
And then I just look at Craig, and I'm just like, indefinitely, I guess. Like, I can keep doing this. I can keep pushing this rock up the hill. As long as it's fun. So he's a great source of information and inspiration for me.
How are the other businesses doing? How's Doc Martin, Doc Spartan doing?
Good,
and
man.
Doc Spartan just sells like the stuff you do in the bathroom, right? Like deodorants and soaps and things like that. And then you also have the kettlebell business.
Yeah, so we got very lucky. Rogue started making kettlebells in Portsmouth, Ohio, at a local foundry here, and then the foundry.
You facilitated that with Bill and Katie?
I hit up Bill and I said, hey, there's a foundry here in Portsmouth. I think this was during the pandemic, when you couldn't, things couldn't be shipped from overseas, and I was like, our foundry is like wanting to get into that business, and I think it'd be, it's 90 miles from Columbus. And in true Bill fashion, like 10 minutes later, he said, let's make it happen. And the foundry is really good at making cast iron stuff, but they're not a packaging company. So 2 months into it, they said, hey, would you want to open up a packaging company to package all these kettlebells for us? So that's what we do at Spartan Solutions Group. And that's what Sarah, who's featured in the film, she runs that shop.
And then I know
Dale,
she doesn't.
How about a Doc Spartan Narcan?
Wow.
It's coming over the counter.
Wow. Is it really?
If that's something that's attractive to you.
Is it really coming over the counter?
Narcan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're going to be able to get it at fucking CVS. I hate them. What?
Wow. Well, all profits from this Narcan go to closing the border. Wow.
To CrossFit
that would be
classes.
amazing. Wow.
In honor of someone we love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, they could have names on them. They could have pictures on each thing of someone who passed. Wow. Wow.
Like cigarette boxes.
Oh my goodness. So both those businesses.
I'm more proud of this than I am, and I'm extraordinarily proud of our involvement with the SOCOM and Spec Ops, TAC Ops communities. But the least of us concept really got me, Dale. And you still good? We still good with SQ?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not, to me, it's not like it's not a hard thing to do. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's just, it's such an issue that CrossFit has such a tremendous impact on. Like, it's almost, it's such a no-brainer. And if you see, like, once you see the power, once you see one person's life change, you become changed by that and want to do whatever you can to support it and keep it going.
Rambler, I've been put on timeout. No warning of abusive power. No warning. No, if someone put you on timeout, it was on accident. Unless you were talking about my mom. But other than that, you can say pretty much. Whatever you want. You're not only doing the kettlebells. You're doing the. It looked like you guys were doing those plates that sit inside of like Nautilus machines or whatever. You know what I mean? You're also making those. So you can expand. That's expanded. The foundry's expanded outside of kettlebells now, right?
Yeah. So that's a credit to the employees. So we started as just like packaging kettlebells, and rightfully so. Like the company's called Osco. They're a little wary of having a bunch of addicts do all this.
Yeah, that was the most clean cut guy in the movie. The guy represented Osco.
Yeah, that's Tom's a good dude. And once they proved that they could do that, what ended up happening is whatever we got into small parts machining. So whatever the foundry couldn't handle at the time, they'd be like, "Hey, we have these crazy parts that we need finished. You guys want to give it a go?" And we're like, "Hell yeah, we'll figure it out." And then before we know it, like we're doing thousands of pieces of small parts, cast iron pieces.
Yeah, how many employees between all the businesses, the gym, the Doc Spartan, and the boxing business?
It fluctuates seasonally. I think right now we have about 11, and we just got two. Sarah and Nicole went to a level 1 2 weeks ago, so they're going to be in the process of getting on the floor eventually. Did you expand locations? What in the movie? There's talking about like 3 or 4 locations where other things are going on. Did you expand, or what is that? Those are sister gyms. We moved our gym, but that was like back in 2013 or something. And so inside of the gym, and we have an office area on the gym. That's where we do all the Doc Spartan stuff. And then we bought a warehouse literally across we're renting a warehouse across the street, and that's where we do all the Spartan Solutions packaging and grinding in there.
Natalie Bates, Seattle is fucked up. It's affecting us here on the outskirts. Hi guys, Dale, you rock.
Thanks, Nat.
Dale, how often do you get a new member who is using the program as part of their rehab?
Maybe one a month or something like that. The way it works is we are contracted to the counseling center. They have their own gym, so we go there.
Okay, that's the gym I was referencing. That's the gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's their gym that back in 2018 we helped them set up and turn it into a CrossFit gym essentially. So yeah, I mean, if you look at everything, we have our gym here. We do 20 classes a week at their facility. We've got the warehouse across the street. We got Doc Spartan, and we actually last month we started. I'm really proud of this. Following Matt team. We're in a minimum security correctional facility, so we're doing 3 CrossFit classes inside the prison.
Olivia, I love the grenade soap.
Oh, awesome.
Listen, I want to talk to you about the grenade soap here for a second. There's no warning that shouldn't be used on your anus or your cock and balls, and it should not be.
That's some part.
Listen, that's the only. Listen, I'm not trying to take it. I'm not trying to hurt your business. I do not. But the only places I wash is my butt and my balls and my armpits. And then I get out of the shower. I don't use soap anywhere else. And that shit will make your butthole tingle like for 15 minutes after. Like I don't need a butthole tingler. It should warn: do not use on your anus. Will make your anus tingle.
Some people.
No, I think it means you need it most there.
It's like those things the dentist gave you. If your mouth turned red, you missed a spot where you brushed.
Yeah, you have a dirty asshole.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If your butt's tingling, it's dirty. What soap do you have that doesn't make your butt tingle when you use it?
Well, currently we only have the grenade soap. We do have some body wash.
Could you make one that doesn't? I like the shape. It's really nice. It works good in that region. But could you make one of those that doesn't tingle? Call it like the CEO brand or something.
We'll
are you sitting on it, Sev?
Pretty much.
Oh, well, that's the problem.
You're not supposed to leave it in. You're supposed to.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I would love to know, Olivia, when you used that, you didn't get some tingling that was a little too much for you in the old kazoo region.
That's why she loves it.
Yeah, like seriously, Let me see what grenade soap.
Look at
Oh, here we
Olivia.
go. Here we go. Brett Bauer, the grenade soap takes a few watches to get used to. Used to? That's what I told my first girlfriend. It's going to take you a little while to get used to this. Deodorant is also great. Dale's the man has helped our affiliate implement the Portsmouth method. No, it's not. I don't want to get used to it. I'm not interested in like. I don't want to get used to tingling anus. Okay. Audrey, I love it when my butthole tingles. All right.
Hey,
Okay.
Sevi, I would have.
Yeah.
You know what? It's like I shouldn't be surprised that you go on this route on things.
Right.
But this
right.
I would have thought would have been a hard one to hijack into degeneracy. But you've done it, and I love you for that.
It's product talk. I mean, I want the best for his business, and I would like to them to everyone to generate a great income there. I can't be the only. Have you had discussions about making one of those that doesn't tingle? Just a regular bar of soap.
We could take the peppermint out of it. Your butthole would be tingle free.
Jethro Cardona, butthole tingle. I'll buy a case. Shit. Bloss is in the gym. I'm glad I'm using earplugs for this one. Do you think you're going to get approached now by anyone, the powers that be, that like, hey, there could be some sort of reality show with the gym now?
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, we're open to everything, but a reality TV shit doesn't really like fire me up.
Yeah.
I think for us, like we would like to take what we've done here, compile the lessons learned, and try to help as many communities as possible do what we do. That's what would be mission success for us.
Hey, in like 10 or 15 minutes, you're going to be walking into a gym with like people who are like pissed, and like some people like still thinking about the last time they OD'd. And Greg's going to be walking into one of the nicest restaurants in the world, having a fucking mimosa and fucking crumpets. Look at him pulling up to the fucking. He's in a 100-foot sailboat pulling up the deck in some rare island in Croatia.
And you know what? He deserves every single drop.
I agree. Look how hot his wife is back there. She's like, ship ahoy. Look at that.
It's everyone's love that put me here, and I hope it's well understood how grateful I am.
Well, I think this. I want to make this point very clear. This film exists because of you, Greg. And I had a very interesting discussion early on with some of the producers on the squad, and they're like, "Hey, you have like a." We don't know about this like Greg Glassman guy. Like if you Google him, I don't. Basically, they were saying you need to manage your relationship because it could negatively impact the film.
You better.
And I said this film doesn't fucking exist without him, so that's not my problem. And we very clearly agreed to disagree. 2-3 weeks later, CrossFit said, we want to air the trailer at the CrossFit Games, and that's why we got a distribution deal. So it all worked out in the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you this guy, Travis Kelce, made his fucking millions running around on a field with a ball, probably shooting steroids, and now he's making millions of dollars while selling drugs that kill little boys. Well, the guy up top there, you see with the red hat on, made his millions of dollars offering things that help save little boys, little girls, and all of us on planet Earth. Gave us hope for our existence. Finally gave us a place to go to learn what to eat and how to move and how to stay healthy. Just fucking think about what your life would be without what fucking Greg has contributed. I know you're not enjoying this at all, Greg. But it has to fucking be said. Even my mom said it to me. Damn, can you imagine if we wouldn't have found Greg? It's like, fuck yeah, be doing just dipshit things. And thank you. Like I for sure would have taken that fucking injection. I'd be for sure eating stupid shit. I'd be fucking like trying to figure out where I'm gonna run today. Thank you. on behalf of all of us. Yeah, you deserve fucking 1,000 boats like that, dude.
Yeah, well, you're welcome, and thank you, everyone.
Yeah, you're a fucking stud.
didn't-
You're a G.
I never saw this part of it, you know.
Yeah, well, you fucked Dale's life up.
I'm like Mr. King. you when things are important, you don't kind of endpoint focus, you're process focus. And
Right.
how many people am I going to save? You don't know. You don't care. As many as you can, right? Never enough. Never done. The job doesn't finish. But I do believe, like with chronic disease, we're in the solutions are complicated. And one of the things that complicates them is ignorance of the totality of the problem. So we're in that incipiamus veritate kind of phase. Let's start with the truth. And this film addresses that exactly. This thing is a fucking monster. And it's already in your home. You just don't know it. And you're going to get the call some night. There's people listening right now that think this thing hasn't touched them. It will. It will. You're going to get that call. Someone you know is going to call you, and they're either shattered or you'll be the one shattered. But there's no hiding from this. My friend Elliot had two friends from Columbus. He's from Columbus, Ohio. And he had two friends in one weekend that don't know each other. And he didn't know of their kids' problems, but he had two friends in the same weekend lose a kid. And it was something he thought played no role in his life. But two of his dear friends shattered. No, it's coming. It's there. It's in your home. Everybody.
At the current birth rate in the United States, and held up next to the death rate of people dying from fentanyl overdose, it's somewhere between 1 in 5 and 1 in 10 kids at our current rate that are being born that are going to die from that. I mean, the numbers are astronomical. They're not even fucking believable. And yeah, it's no joke. Wow, look at your wife, dude, doing just fucking gangster shit. Is she pulling up an anchor?
She's hooking to a mooring ball, I believe.
Whatever she's doing, she looks good doing it.
She's good at it, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that was crazy. Joe Neal's owner of CrossFit Kenosha. All that good in this space is because of you, Greg. Dale, you are blazing a trail that we all need to take pause and think bigger.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, guys. So we'll be following closely. Everyone run out. Greg, I'll get with you about doing some giveaways for the movie. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you need to get on the phone with the Amazon folks.
Okay.
And tell them what we're trying to do. They're good at this.
Okay. And Dale, I'll get with you with that.
Emily will help too.
Oh, awesome. Miss Kaplan?
Yeah.
Okay, bitchin'. You want to do that with her, Dale?
Yeah. We'll
okay.
Because
I'll be at the skate park fucking around all day.
And you know what? Anyone that can identify as a friend of the Sevi podcast, I got 1,000 of those. I got 1,000. I'll pay for 1,000 views.
Hey, and listen, that doesn't mean you wait and don't get one. Go out and get one, and then when you get the one from Sevi podcast, go give it to a friend. Yeah.
Right.
Greg, that's amazing, man. Thank you.
Awesome. Gentlemen, all right, cool. I'll be in touch with both of you. Thank you for everything. Greg, please send me pictures of what you guys do today. It looks like it's going to be a blast, dude.
I will. We were at Stone yesterday or day before at the largest preserved fortification in the world. Just an amazing thing, and it was all designed to protect salt and salt fields.
Wow, I see this place. It's like the Great Wall of China.
Yeah, it's an amazing country.
That was to correct.
Different subject though, Dale. I'm so fucking proud of you. I can't say enough. I'll cry.
Yeah. All I can say is thank you, Greg. Sincerely.
Nah, dude. And I'm gonna see you soon. I'm putting together a little get together. I want to share some thought. You're one of the reviewers, so Emily will be talking. We're gonna set some dates here soon.
I'd be honored. Thank you, brother. Truly, thank you, Greg.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll be in touch. Greg, thanks for making it this Tuesday. Love these Tuesday shows.
Dude,
Dale, thanks
I'm
for
doing
joining
this
us.
with earbuds, iPad Mini, and on a LTE 3G.
Out in the middle of Croatia.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Amazing.
All right,
you.
dude.
Honored to be a part of this family.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon, Greg. Dale, talk to you soon.
Greg, Stevie, before I go, please,
Yes.
whatever, all means necessary, protect your butthole.
I will. Yeah. Thank you. Very kind.
Don't
let me know
sit
when
on the grenade.
let me
It's
know
not
when the
worth
non
it.
let me know when the non-peppermint grenade soap comes out. I'm on it.
We will. Love
All
you,
right.
buddy. Love you guys.
Okay. Love you too.
All
Bye-bye.
right, guys.
Greg Glassman, Dale King.
Crazy.
I think it's a really important thing to let your consumers know.
That you get a little tingle.
Yeah. I got some of that grenade soap, and I remember the first time I used it, I took it to Arizona for one of Greg's BSI events, and we were staying at Airbnb, and I put it in the shower and I used it. I'm like, oh shit, this is like too tingly. I put it up. I either put it up high or warned my kids too. I'm like, hey, don't let that shit get in your eyes or your buttholes or your cock and balls.
He sent me some while I was deployed, and
Yeah.
I never got around to using it because we don't have like a soap. Like you're not showering in a traditional shower.
Yeah.
And so I just kept it in the box, and then they had to do. We basically had to go through TSA when we left. Like they just check your shit, put it through an X-ray machine and everything. And I put it in. I had like stuffed it in my luggage because I wanted to bring it home. I didn't think anything of it, and they scanned it and they saw that there was a grenade in my luggage, and they like kind of tripped out for a little bit. And I was like, they're like, "What's in the bottom of your luggage?" I was like, "Oh, I think it's soap." And they pulled it out. And they're like, "You can't bring this on the plane with you."
Oh, you couldn't?
No, it wouldn't let me.
Oh, wow. Sevi, do you use lotion? No, but something is. I've been taking this peptide CJ 1295 CJC 1295. I got it from California Hormones. Let me see if I can put up their QR code. This is their QR code. Scan that shit with your phone. Get a bottle of that shit and try that shit. Holy shit. Something's happening to my skin. I'm going to tell you that. Even my wife said it last night. I walked by her. She goes, hey, something's happening to your skin. I'm like,
Really?
yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know what. I thought I had a filter on. I was watching one morning and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Am I getting younger? I shaved too a little bit. Yeah, that. What's it say it does? Let me see. Let me look. Increased growth hormone secretions is a peptide that stimulates the release of growth hormone from the pituitary gland, experiencing elevated growth hormone levels, which play a crucial role in various physiological processes. It promotes protein synthesis, muscle growth, fat loss. I am not I'm not losing fat. I'm eating like a complete asshole. Anti-aging. I'm so hungry all the time now. Leading to potential anti-aging effects. Enjoy improved skin elasticity, reduced wrinkles, and increased overall vitality. Yeah, something's happening to my skin. It's weird. It's subtle. I told you twice I had to I had to be serviced.
Serviced?
I mean, there was no way around. I had to be serviced. Yeah. Like ways like normally I could get around being serviced. You know what I mean? Like I can put it off.
Yeah.
But like I needed to be serviced. Like, oh, this is crazy. I don't know. Philip Kelly, why not read Trisha's super chat? Why? See the presupposition there? See the presupposition? I'm triggered by
skipped it.
Yeah, I'm triggered by presuppositions.
You should though. Scroll back.
I'm triggered by presuppositions. I dislike presuppositions. When I seriously eradicate people in my life who have who do presuppositions, because then I have to untangle you. Do you know what I mean? I have to untangle like I have to untangle you now. I have to first then explain to you, like, I didn't even see it. What do you mean, why not read it? Why not? I don't know why not.
You didn't see it to begin
Did
with.
you mean to tell me that Trish has a super chat?
You could lead with that.
You know who does presuppositions is women, who premenstrual women do lots of presuppositions. You never know where the fuck they're coming from. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Damn.
Love to Greg and Dale. Oh, love to them. Oh, or does that mean she'd love to fuck them? Is that code for she'd love to fuck them? Love to Greg and Dale. Ooh,
sure.
I'd love to Danielle Brandon. What does that mean? But Philip Kelly, for $1.99, you can presupposition away, because when money's involved, I'll accept presupposition.
I just want to point out that's Trish's first time back, I think.
So I've seen her
Off
before.
hiatus.
I've seen her
really?
before. Yeah.
Ah.
Will the peptide regrow foreskins? Yes. Hey, here's another thing I'll tell you about that grenade soap. I have a very sensitive penis because I do have a foreskin, and that grenade soap doesn't it no.
Burned up the scrotum a little bit.
Yeah, it's probably reduced my sensitivity probably did permanent damage to the tip of my penis.
Probably.
I might as well not have a foreskin now. Coffee Pods and Wads, a fellow friend who's uncircumcised. I'm assuming you're uncircumcised, Pedro. Do Irish do that shit? Like all the best men I know, Dale's equal parts intimidating, inspiring, and funny. Kenneth DeLapp, sensitivity is overrated. In the harem days, Kenneth, don't tell anyone this. I don't know if I've ever said this on the show before. In the harem days, I would take Vicodin and arginine. Is arginine a vasodilator? Is it arginine?
Vasopressor.
L-arginine. What's the other? What's the other supplement?
Creatine?
No, not creatine, arginine. Oh, vasodilator it is. Oh yeah, is it? Okay, thank you guys. Okay, yeah, I would take arginine and a Vicodin. Dude, you're fully weaponized with a little bit of sensitivity taken off.
Bricked up.
Yeah. I switched Slater. Good call. Yeah, I've recently, because I'm a Swolverine person now. I bought a bag of citrulline, but I haven't opened it yet. But I was told that's the new arginine. Like take citrulline instead, because I guess citrulline. I don't know exactly how it works. Probably need Hiller on here, but you take citrulline and then your body has a choice to either turn it into arginine or glutamine, but whichever one you need. And if you take arginine, you just have arginine. So if you take citrulline, it gets to choose. So I got some citrulline, but then I got all this Swolverine. I'm like, fuck, I'm fully Swolverined. I'm Swolverined. Code word Sevan. Yeah, code word Sevan. I'm not doing the I'm only doing, the CJ61295. I'm only going to do it. I told you guys I was going to do it for 20 days, like every other day for 20 days. I don't even know if you're supposed to do that. No one take any recommendations from me. So I'm almost done. I have 4 days left, and then I'm going to stop.
So is that 2 more doses?
No, sorry. 8 days left.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. 4 more, 8 days. Swolverine needs a pre-fuck out supplement. Pre-fuck out. Arginine and Cialis. Extreme Edition has Vicodin. Wow.
Jesus.
Wow. You just stir it in a glass and it's arginine. And fuck Cialis. Just arginine and Vicodin. The pill.
Yeah, you just call it the pill. There you go.
The happy maker. I cured what's that called when you come too quickly? I cured it. I cured myself.
Oh,
premature ejaculation. A Swolverine has a pre has citrulline in it, so you're taking it, Sevi. Oh, okay. Yeah.
there you go. No wonder you
Yeah.
needed to be serviced.
Yeah. No, the service was the CJ6. I'm telling you, it's not even it's not even. I guess I need to think about it more, but it was like more like mental, like your jaw clamps down a little bit, like you're like, "Ugh." You know what I mean? Like this thing needs to be taken care of. Like, and not even like masturbation's not going to work. It's a full. It needs a holistic approach. It needs a mental and physical. It needs to like a
Tactile response.
Yeah, there has to be. I'm just telling you, it's has to be wrestled. It's not.
It's the animal in you.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah, there has to be you have to have dominion. You take it, and then you need dominion over something. Maybe. No, I'm not sleeping better. You're supposed to sleep better. No, I'm not. I'm not sleeping better. I actually am sleeping the worst I've slept. I'm sleeping right now the worst I've slept in my entire life. Like, unless I'm in just crazy back pain. I'm not sleeping good right now. I don't know why. And I've cut back. I'm thinking about maybe quitting caffeine for a second just to see what's going on. I mean, I'm not sleeping horribly, but I'm not sleeping great. I woke up this morning, like I said, hungover. I didn't even drink last night. I went to bed at 11:17. My alarm went off at 6.
7 hours.
Probably 6 by the time like I
rolled around and
fell asleep.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know how I quit caffeine 1 day a week. I don't know how you do that. I could not do that.
That'd be tough. I get a headache like within 3 hours of waking up if I don't have
coffee. Me too.
Which is probably a bad thing. Yeah.
And if I drink coffee, it doesn't go away.
Yeah, it'll just linger.
It's like blue balls.
Yep, behind the 8 ball immediately.
Once you have it, you're not like ejaculating, it goes away.
Yeah.
Damage has been done. Mr. Kelly. Women of all ages love presuppositions, just not menopausal women. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, right. I didn't mean menopausal. Okay, fair enough. I didn't mean menopausal. I meant like premenstrual. Sorry if I said menopausal. I meant like the week before, like they turn into a bloody mess. They fucking shit. They go into full scramble mode. Like,
PMS.
hey, I'm not going to tell you what I'm really thinking, but I'm gonna fuck with you. Today's a huge day for me. Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's Avi's birthday.
Oh, cool. Happy birthday, Avi.
Yeah, and he's 9. And I've never really cared about anyone's birthday in my life, and I care so much about his birthday today. It's crazy. I've never cared about any of his other birthdays. But for some reason, I don't know. I just feel like that's it. It's like it's on now. I wrestled him yesterday on the couch, and I was like, it's on. He's 9.
He's gonna whoop your ass like next year.
Dude, I had him in this. I had taken his back. I had both hooks in, and he takes his fist and just starts pushing into my throat from the back.
That's a savage move.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, my carnivore diet's a mess. It's not. I'm a complete mess. I'm telling you, I've been eating like a complete asshole.
Same. It's been tough.
You guys want to see some crazy shit? You want to hear about Down syndrome or Jesus?
Yes.
Okay. Look at this. This one's gonna fucking rile the crowd. I don't even know what I'm playing right now, but I know this one's gonna rile the crowd. Prepare yourself. Hold on to something, Caleb. This one's gonna. This is from the best Muslim Instagram account. Here we go.
Well, you may say, I am a Christian, and you may say, I am a Jew. This is what you call yourself. Allah never sent Jesus to teach Christianity. Listen, Christians, listen, preachers, don't get angry, listen. Jesus did not teach what you call Christianity. He knew nothing of it. That is a name that was given to the followers of Jesus, and it's written there in the book that at Antioch they became known as Christians. But what did Jesus call himself, and what did he call those who followed him? Listen, my Jewish friends, God never named their religion Judaism. He gave Moses the Torah, not Judaism. That is the name that you put on the word of Almighty God. You put Judaism on it. You put Christianity on it. But Jesus and Moses both taught us to bow down, not to statues, not to stone, not to images, but to bow down to one God and one God alone. Allahu Akbar.
He said Allah Akbar. He kind of made a jump there, a leap there. Like I was with them, and then he said like not to like
worship statues. And
yeah, I'd never been to church, and they're like, hey, there's the stat. I mean, those aren't those the dudes that like face the east? Like they're the ones bowing down. Like they got some direction. Like Christians can. I think I heard. I think I read somewhere in the Bible that something like Jesus says, pray behind closed doors and receive the glory of God. Pray in public or in church and receive his glory, or receive an abundance of the glory of God and pray in church or in public and receive his glory right there. Meaning I always took that as like, yeah, you're just praying just like to get props from people that like showing like, hey, I'm godly, versus like, hey, close the door, get down on your fucking knees and pray to me, motherfucker. Well, no one's looking. Do it for the right reason. And I don't know, but I do like listening to Louis Farrakhan. What a savage, racist douchebag. But he fucked with Malcolm X pretty hard. But anyway, Farrakhan, hypocrite. Yeah, he's not he wasn't a good dude, but he sure is fun to listen to. Did you like listening to him?
Yeah, I like his voice, the way they his inflections, and the volume is cool.
Yeah. Okay, fuck it. We have time for Down. You guys want to do Down syndrome now?
Let's do it.
Down.
On a high note.
Oh, dude, I found this dude was first I got to do this one. This guy, I can't believe, I wish I would have found this back in 2017. This is incredible. This guy was charged with killing his girlfriend. A man who claimed girlfriend accidentally choked during oral sex found not guilty of murder. Richard Patterson acquitted by jury hours after hearing's closing arguments. This is from May of 2017.
Wow.
A South Florida man who was on trial in the 2015 choking death of his girlfriend has been found not guilty of murder. Richard Peterson, 65, of Margate, was acquitted Monday of second-degree murder. His attorney, Ken Padowitz, argued during the trial that his client accidentally choked Francis Marquinez, 60, during oral sex. The jury heard closing arguments in the morning and deliberated for a few hours in the afternoon before returning the verdict. Hey, do you know, this one's going to blow you away. Do you know what the determining factor would be for me if he's guilty or not?
What, the size of his dick?
No, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
If there was ejaculate in her mouth, guilty.
I think it's a dude.
Oh, you think it was a dude or his mouth?
Accidentally choked. Yeah, anyway, regardless.
Accidentally choked Francisca, not Francisco.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Right?
You think
because
that's if it's like the viscosity of it is too thick?
No, if there's any semen in her throat, guilty.
Well, couldn't you
even if it's unintentional? Like if you're just like if you can't kill someone and ejaculate in their mouth and then be on accident. I don't know.
Couldn't they just argue it as like an accidental death or something? Is that what the argument they made?
Well, I looked into it a little bit more, and you have to push something so far in order to block off both the nose and the mouth. Something has to be pushed really far down someone's throat.
Oh, okay. So she got that Gluck 9000.
Is it 9,000 or 900?
I thought it was 9,000.
Assistant State Attorney Peter Sapak questioned why Patterson didn't call 911 right away. That's the ejaculate thing. And you think like she's dead and he's still finished. And reminded jurors of testimony from an ex-girlfriend who said he told her that he choked Marquez. He also reread a text message that Patterson's daughter said she sent him the day after Marquez was killed. He sent the daughter a message? What was that message? I need to...
Now it's getting weird. He's like, shit, I killed her.
Well, tell us what he sent the daughter.
How do you explain that? Like, that's crazy.
If you can think it, it's happened, right?
Yeah.
So,
For
hey,
sure.
if you can, anything that you've ever thought of, some man has thought of and tried to do with his penis.
Yep. That sounds about right.
Like, hey, like, just pick like a roller coaster at like an amusement park and know that some guy got on that roller coaster and was like, I wonder if I can rub one out and ejaculate before this ride's over. Like anything. Like anything you can think of.
It's like I'm in an elevator by
Yeah.
myself. Maybe I could just jack off.
Yeah. You work at you're eating something at Taco Bell. I wonder if someone would have ever considered ejaculating in the food at Taco Bell. Uh-huh.
For sure.
Not consider.
Probably done it.
Executed on. That's why I eat the beaver. You might be smothered, but you ain't choking on it.
Get your Red Wings.
Hey, all kidding aside, recently in a gi competition, there was this girl in Avi double-legged her and was up by 2 points, and then the coach started yelling at the girl, and she ran over and fucking slammed him and got him in north-south, and he tapped.
No way.
Yeah. And I actually just told him the other day. I never said anything really to him about it, but last week I said something to him about it. I go, hey, why didn't you just north-south that person and just smother their face? He goes, that doesn't work. I'm like, I saw a girl do it to you. He did not like that. He did not like that.
Damn.
He wants to come on the show so bad. I don't know if I could do a live show with him because he could say some crazy shit.
Smart.
He really wants it to be live too. I don't know what the fuck. He could say some crazy shit. He's capable of anything. I don't know. He could say some shit that's like gets him like taken away from me. I don't know.
CPS gonna get called.
Fuck. He's
10 minutes into the show.
He knows what weed smells like. We'll be driving around. He's like, I smell weed. Like, just like, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, he's way racist. Oh my goodness. He's way racist. He loves black girls. Hates white women. He likes big booties. Everyone's racist. I don't he's doing jiu-jitsu. He's doing jiu-jitsu right now. I can or actually he's doing piano right now. And then jiu-jitsu instructor will come over. Oh no, it's striking and kickboxing. And then skate instructor comes over. They're going to skate the ramp at the house today. Excuse me. I want to get him something cool. I don't know what I want him just to feel so like just he could do whatever he wants. I don't know. White women suck these days. I don't know if they suck, but on that note, I do. Well, that one white woman we just talked about sucked and died. But thank you. What there where is it? I saw something about oh shit, where is that? Did you see what Sean Strickland was saying about no, not that.
You say some crazy shit lately, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, here it is. Why do so many people hate on Ben Bergeron? Someone sent me a fucking meme hating on Ben Bergeron again. Do you not like Ben Bergeron?
I can't say that I know him very well to hate him, but He's been getting a lot of shit lately just for being a kind of fake, I think.
Well, so what? Like he said, he repeats stuff that other people say and doesn't give him credit. Is I think like is that like that's like the how people are writing him? But like,
Yeah.
dude, I whenever I hear it, I'm not like, oh, he stole that from someone. I'm just like,
Well, I think
I
part
don't know.
of
I
it's
just
the
think people are
issue of
too
the
harsh on
writer.
him. What?
Part of it's the issue of like whoever's writing the piece. Like they're not quoting it properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, like he says something and then they write Ben Bergeron under it, and it's like, well, he took it from Greg, but like he didn't also like tell the person who wrote the article to say he said it.
Right. Yeah.
He did go crazy woke during the vid, but like I'm letting people off the hook one by one. David Weed. Ooh, is that really David's body? Is that you? That's a great photo, dude. Look at you. That's 2 photos in a row though, while you're on your knees and someone's standing behind you. But either way, man, that looks good. That looks like French Foreign Legion shit. Like you're getting fucking the beat down on you. David Weed, black women are batshit crazy.
He's getting that grenade.
Here we go. Here we go.
One about how you can't stand liberal women.
Oh god, liberals are dude.
Liberal women specifically.
Have you ever met a woman?
Like you're talking about like a Karen?
No, that's what I'm talking about. Anytime you meet a woman who is a liberal and you meet their husband, the soul of their husband is diminished. Anytime you meet a woman who is a raging liberal, generally what happens is the woman has all the power and they're fucking angry, and the man they're with is just going through life waiting to die. Generally, when I meet liberal women, I meet their husbands. I'm like, oh man, your life is miserable. You're just waiting to die. Huzzah, have a beer.
You had a funny one about how you can't stand.
There is a I have to say there's a 51% or to 99% truth to that.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Like I wouldn't say it's just like carte blanche, but and I think to be honest, I think the women are unhappy because they thought they wanted a nice guy, but no one really wants a nice guy.
No.
Not that they want a dickhead guy, but no one wants a nice guy.
They want somebody with direction and
A little chutzpah.
Desire.
Yeah. As the Jews say, or is the who says chutzpah? Is that the Jews or the Italians?
I think it's the Jews.
The Jews, chutzpah. Mrs. Burns.
God,
she would like to chime in on the subject. Hashtag facts. If the woman is a liberal, the man is the pussy in the relationship. Oh.
Spicy. We need more women like Ms. Burns.
Who are we kidding? None of us have direction.
It doesn't matter. You just have to let them believe that you have a direction.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, take that, Tyler.
You start going, and then they're like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Fake that shit. Fake that shit. God, that movie took a weird twist last night. I wish. Hey, you want to know something? When he said he showed it to Tyson, that irritated the fuck out of me. He should have showed it to me. I had some feedback. I would have had some feedback, a little feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah. My feedback would be the twist in it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
I would have built a stronger I'd have built that character up a little bit stronger, or had the twist come sooner in the movie, so that when it happened, I was like, it kind of I was more invested in it.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you know what I mean? Like I would have built that. I'd have built that up a little bit more. I would have kept that as like a main theme, and then I would have never seen it coming. When it happened, I was like, kind of like, yeah, well, that's what happens when you hang around with whores. You end up fucking one. Like,
yeah,
like that's what happens.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't want to ruin it, but
yeah, we'll have him on like in like 6 months and talk about it, or a year. We got to ask him about it.
Yeah.
Tyler, don't fucking ruin it. Jesus criminy. Look at, but Tyler does agree with me. He's like, yeah.
But
Ken Walters, Caleb gets a quote. I don't see a lot of these from Caleb. Caleb doesn't even say enough to get quotes.
Yeah,
I just vomit and something sticks every once in a while. Ken Walters, quote, it doesn't matter. You have to let them know you have a direction. It doesn't matter. You have to let them know. Yeah, fake it.
How do you think I convinced my wife to buy the Shadigan?
Oh. You know,
we're
like,
gonna do it.
Hey, you know what? That theory that you have a group of 10 friends, and then one of the husbands cheats on the wife, and all the couples are like start looking at each other like who's cheating on who. That's what you did with the Shadigan. You bought it and you fucked my wife up because now she thinks I want every guy out there. Like all the wives are like, oh fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're like they're changing the passwords on the bank accounts and shit because every dude wants a Shadigan.
Everybody's on notice. Let's go.
Yeah.
Really, I'm doing it to like call a group of people to like help me. So it's working so far. I appreciate all of the messages.
Sevi, any plan for capable child page? I can be talked into it. I want to do it. I love it. It's my passion. I want to write a children's book. Not like my wife did, Breathing with Lily. I mean, like, yo, this is how you fucking raise your kids. I know I'm a know-it-all. Like that kind. Hey, I don't know if I should broach this subject, but were you on the call yesterday when I was fucking going kind of crazy when the connection was bad? Did you ever hear that story that I told?
I heard like the synopsis at the end, but yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Listen. I don't know which angle to say this from asshole angle or arrogant angle or both.
I think they're synonymous in this instance.
Okay, well then I'll be the arrogant asshole. Listen, don't talk shit about me. Like if you're in the space, do not talk shit about me. I need content. And if you talk shit about me, you will become part of that content. Do not talk shit about me. Please do not talk shit about me. Do not talk shit about me. Don't say, especially dumb shit. Don't reach out to me and want to partner with me, and then I love on you, but you don't get what you want, and then start talking shit about me. Do not. No, this has nothing to do with Wooly. Just do not talk shit about me. Just treat me like you can make jokes. Like you can make jokes. You can be like, Sevan's a know-it-all about his kids, or fuck he's short, or but don't say dumb shit like God, I don't know how much I should go into this. And especially don't contact me like we're best friends and then a week later talk shit about me. Do not do that. I will unleash fucking holy hell on you and fucking dance on your grave, and I'll have fun. I need content and I want to have fun. And I'll do it at your fucking expense. No, Bryce and I are cool. I like Bryce. He's great. Weird. He's weird as fuck. But I'm cool with him. I even have, I don't think what Andrew also did to him is I think it's fair what Andrew did too, even though I got a little nervous for him, Bryce. But don't be an idiot. Don't say stupid shit to people. Nope, not swoosh. I'll give you the example. I'll give you the example that I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is because I want to tell you what it is. It's on my mind. I just don't want to say what it is because I don't want to give this person attention. But it's the exact same thing that Sporty Beth did. It's like, hey, don't tell people not to work with me like it's bad for them. It is the biggest podcast in the space. It is the biggest needle mover. Every single person who comes on our podcast is like, holy shit, I can't believe how the things changed after I came on. Our fucking numbers are crazy. We're fucking murdering it. We're consistent. We fucking love people. Everyone's welcome on the fucking show. Our show's 100 times bigger than any show you're ever gonna fucking have. I do a ton of fucking shit for free for people that I love. Don't tell people not to work with me, especially after you fucking were begging to work with me. Do not do that. No, it wasn't Richie. Richie's cool with me. Richie's smart. He just stays completely the fuck away from me. Like, doesn't say good or bad. Just like, yo, fuck. Landmine. Steer around that. Do not say bad shit about me. Especially if I just said something great about you on my podcast the week before. No, I'm not telling you. Not yet. I'm not mad. I'm not even mad. I'm not angry. I know this is what comes with just the influence the podcast is having, and you basically, you fucking knuckleheads cruising around mashing people. No, everything's good between Brian and I too. That was awesome. Brian called me the other day and said, hey, can I come on? I said, sure. 2 hours later we were on. No, Gee's great. No, it's not like that. You guys will never guess. I'm cool with all my guests. I love all my guests. Everyone, I like all the people. Yeah, you guys all know who it is. That you know who it is. Everyone knows who it is. But it would just that's why I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to just like. But dude, and they didn't go public with it. But just be cool, man. Like, listen, I understand why people don't like me, and I fully get it. He's a know-it-all. He likes racist jokes. He likes sexist jokes. He finds women like crazy attractive. He likes muscular dudes. He's gay. I know all the reasons why you might not like me, and I'm totally fine with that. I understand. I totally get it. I like big droopy titties. I love them. I get it that you don't like that, and that you don't like me for liking that. But still don't stay focused on those things. Just be like, yes, Sevan's weird. He likes fat girls. Like, it's fine. But don't then say, don't tell people like not to interact with me and shit. Don't try to sabotage my shit. Please, because I will turn you into fucking content. And I don't want to do that. I'd prefer just to do it like with people on Instagram, like Louis Farrakhan that I don't know. No, it's not the Lone Ranger or Tonto. It's not them. You guys will never guess. This would be a new target.
It's a new villain in the space.
Yeah. It's a friend. I like the person. No, it's not Heber. God, I'm way cool with the fucking... I saw Heber refer to himself as the white Jesus in one of his videos the other day. I thought he was going to get canceled for that. Can you do that? Nah, Katie Gannon. What a sweet piece of journalist she is. I love Katie.
She's good people.
Yeah, she's good. Good hair, good body, good attitude. Just be cool. No, it's not Louis Farrakhan either, but that would be dope. I'm not even mad. I came to terms yesterday that people are going to talk shit, and I'm totally cool with it because I talk shit from here too. And I'm totally cool with it. I don't think Jesus was white. He was out in the sun too much.
True.
I went to Athena Scale Nation, and I filmed it, and I came home and I downloaded all the cards. I have all these CFast cards. I don't know if you guys know what these are, but these are like really expensive cards. They're like all the good cameras now use these. All the good Sony cameras, they've switched. They don't use SD cards anymore. This is like for camera geeks. Like right now, I'm just showing off what a baller I am. These cards are really expensive, and I have all of them. And I filled all of these cards up and I downloaded them all to a hard drive, and it's 3 camera shoot with all in 4K. And when Athena left town yesterday, I gave her the hard drive, and I was so happy.
Really?
Oh, because it was just like, I'm done. I don't have to mail it to her. I don't have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, excuse me. I was such a fucking sense of accomplishment. Arm & Hammer. No, I'm cool with him. He's cool. Sevan has a small small penis. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Jake Chapman, Sevi, if you were a dork and hated Sevan, what would you say to annoy him? Presuppositions. Just I hate presuppositions. Anything David said. Anything David says. This dude has cracked the code on me. Yeah. This dude annoys the shit out of me, and I love him for it. This dude cracked the code on me, David Weed. That's the only one ever in the chat who cracked the code. No, Hiller's my boy, my ride or die. Yeah. Hiller and I got something good going, because even when dude, me and him we have that relationship where I'll just be on the phone with him and not even say a word. And like, we'll have full-blown disagreements, and it doesn't even matter. We're laughing the whole time. No, Pedro's cool too, but I don't talk to Pedro on the phone. Too far away. I'm making friends with someone in fucking Ireland. That sounds like a bad investment. It's like Bitcoin. It's imaginary. You nailed it. It's Chase. What's that guy's shirt say?
Huge tight box.
Wow. Wow.
That's great.
Huge tight box.
And it's rainbow too.
Wow. None of those guys you guys are guessing, all those people will talk shit about me, but they don't do what I'm saying. Like, just don't try to sabotage my shit. Like, I'm trying to go give fucking Athena something, and Sporty Beth is saying to her, don't let him come. It's like, you fucking idiot. Like, why the fuck wouldn't you let me come? Like, why would you tell her that? You're trying to charge her for going to her seminar, and I'm giving her something? You want something from her, and I'm giving something to her? It's like, you're fucking pawn scum at that point. And it's like, well, I do hate Matt Torres, but it has nothing to do with, it's just because he's dating Danielle. Everyone should hate him. That's it. That's just, I just needed to, like, think, if I'm a peacock, just imagine that was the scene where I had my feathers out and I was marching around my cage. Like, fuck you. Fuck you. I will come over there and ass pound your fucking girl.
Hi, I'm Pod, and I have Down syndrome. Which means I was born with an extra chromosome. Okay. So you can call me the homie with the extra chromosome. I have a dog, his name is Syndrome. So when he jumped on the sofa, I yelled, down, Syndrome!
Hey.
So you can't laugh. I'm part of that joke. I wrote it myself.
What if you found out that guy didn't really have Down syndrome? Hey, do you think you could talk? What's the deal with people with Down syndrome? They're like, they're like pugs. Like, you know how pugs are always like, they do that breathing thing. Down syndrome people
Yeah.
talk through their nose. They have some sort of nasal congestion issue that makes
Yeah,
it,
they're like
because they
the
all
face-
speak the same.
Right. Yeah, they all have the same like facial structure. I think that's part of it.
And so
then they have,
something's happening to their voice as it comes out, the air, as the air bends.
yeah, incredibly like nasally and can't speak very well.
Their facial structure is different. Yeah. I wonder if you could take them, if you could get them voice lessons or speech lessons, because that would change your perception of them if they spoke differently. They would present so differently. Yeah, The Last Airbender. Yeah. If you could change the way they spoke, people would receive them differently.
Yeah, probably. I think that the other thing is that it takes so long for them to learn how to speak in general. Like
It's delayed, so it's like it leads to some sort of speech impediment.
right.
Oh, they have a floppy airway, meaning deviated septum. What does that mean? There's no like this thing right here that I
So,
have
like-
goes all the way up and splits my nose in half. They don't have that.
Yeah. No,
They just have
do,
one
but
hole. They
but
just
like
have one hole.
Close, yeah. Like the ones like the septum is like veered off one direction, so it kind of closes off one side more than the other.
I have that.
Everybody has it. That's like a normal thing. It just depends on how severe it is.
Yeah. I notice it at night when I sleep on one side. One side will eventually start to close, so I always have to then switch to the other side.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, interesting. They have protruding and larger tongues too.
Yeah, that doesn't help either.
Stephen Flores, they can't metabolize 15% of the food they eat, hence why most are heavier. PT promotes exercise for people with Down syndrome. When I used to work with the people with Down syndrome, another issue is the walking. They don't walk so good. So we would walk. Their backs would hurt and their legs would rub together a lot. So I would walk them about a mile to the pool at UC Santa Barbara. We would all cruise down there together. Me and this lady and this guy who had Down syndrome. I did this for years. And then we'd go swimming there. They were fucking amazing swimmers. Crazy, like buoyancy shit. Yeah. This dude, Tim, that I used to work with, could go down to the bottom of the pools, like 12 feet deep at UC Santa Barbara. And he could stay down there fucking forever, dude. Shit would make me nervous. He moved. He swam like the way you would think a cinder block would swim. It was so weird. Really fun to watch him swim, actually. I would put goggles on and go underwater and just watch him move around. Like a manatee, like something that didn't look like it should be floating, but it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Makes
Like a submarine. It was weird.
Yeah.
And like he turned like that too. He didn't like move, like as
his whole body.
When you swim, like you would just like, you could just flop around and shit and just be like, no, his whole thing with the whole thing had to like rotate. It's crazy. Like it was one piece.
Yeah.
And it was part of it was elegant too. But the walk home was brutal, dude. It would take us 40 minutes to walk a mile because they had to stop so often because they did not enjoy walking. Yeah.
After the pool though, you're exhausted.
Yeah, that too. But you're right. I had to keep them. I had to exercise the shit out of them. I didn't know any of this stuff. They can't metabolize 15% of the food they eat. I wonder what that really means. I think manatees are Audrey. I think manatees are endangered. I saw one once. I think it's an endangered species. It was weird that I saw it. God, what Jan said is just fucking disgusting. Yikes. I don't say that very much about stuff I see, but that is just gross. A very aggressive. This piece I have titled as aggressive. I think this is an oldie but goodie. I think we've played this before.
With how about this gentleman right here, my friend? How are you this morning? I'm doing good. What are you going to sign on that finish line? What do you think I'm going to sign? I'm going to sign fuck Joe Biden. I'm with how about this gentleman right here, my friend? How are you this morning? I'm doing good. What are you going to sign on that finish line? What do you think I'm going to sign? I'm going to sign fuck Joe Biden.
Yes.
I would be so proud of my son if he said that. I know that's not good, but
He was so adamant about it too. He's like, obviously.
what I see there is someone who had an opportunity and didn't miss it.
Yeah, for sure.
He was ready,
Yeah.
right?
He's-
It's like if like you're at a party and some hot girl comes up to you and is like, "Hey, do you want to kiss?" Like I was the kind of dipshit to be like, "Really? Are you talking to me?" And like someone who's like on top of their game would be like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Don't say anything, just start kissing.
Yeah, or just kissing. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. See, I don't even know what a cool person would say. You're right. I'd fuck that all up. This girl, I think I've told the story before in the podcast, but I was at this party one time and there was a girl and I walked by and it was outside party in the front yard and then in the house. And I saw this girl that I really, really had been attracted to for a long time. And I saw her in there and I went in there and she was high as fuck on ecstasy. I was probably, I don't know, 23 years old. And I start talking to her and she's like, I couldn't get any attention from her from the previous year. And she's just like all over me, hanging on me, talking to me, rubbing on me, dancing with me. And then finally, like after an hour of that, she's like, "Hey, I want to go home. Will you take me home?" And I said, "Yeah." And she lived like, I don't know, like 4 blocks away. So I start walking her home and she said, and we get like to her house and she's like, "Hey, do you want to come inside?" And she's rolling. She's so fucked up on ecstasy. And I can't even believe I'm going to tell this story. Does you recall the story?
I don't think I remember this story now.
And I say, "Hey, I really like you. Could I just get your phone number or could we like make an appointment to meet tomorrow and like start this relationship sober?"
An appointment, yes.
No, she never talked to me ever again.
Of course not.
I'm like, oh my God.
I was trying to be cordial.
Yeah. Hey, liberal douchebag.
She wants an asshole
Yeah.
partner.
God, she was so fucking hot.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah. I hope she's ugly now.
You think
Oh
you're either
my
getting a
goodness.
lawsuit or a marriage out of that?
So I can't remember what she said, but it gets worse. It gets worse. So I leave. I leave her at her house and oh, this is a crazy story. Do you remember I told you I had a friend who looked like that black kid yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, my friend Nick. So I leave and then I go somewhere else to another party or something. I go, it's Isla Vista. I go to another party some down the street. And then I come back and I walk by that house and I see her in there with my friend Nick. So she didn't stay home. She went back to the party and I see her in there with my friend Nick.
Classic.
Just
nice guys finish last.
no, it's what David said. I think I'm gay. Oh man. I'll never know. I'll never know.
So disappointing.
Nick had an appointment. Are you proud of that line? You should be.
That's good.
That's so good. Hey, I can think off the top of my head 3 girls that I was trying to hook up with that Nick moved in and hook up with. 3 just off the top of my head.
He's just picking them off one by one.
Dude, I was with this girl in a hammock in the front yard at a party. In a fucking hammock, dude. That, like it pushes you against her.
Yeah.
And I'd never hooked up with her before. And we're in a hammock. And we have like wine. Of course, we have wine. I got up to go get more wine or use the bathroom, and I came back, and fucking Nick was in the hammock with her.
Dude, Nick's a horrible friend. What the hell?
Fucking Nick.
He's just waiting. He's just waiting at the back door watching. It's like, when is
Another time. This is true story. True story. I think my wife knows these stories. Nick's in Santa Barbara. Nick just sent me a link to his. Nick just sent me a link. I think he has something published on Spotify. He just made a song. I think he wants to like rekindle our friendship.
We don't need to promote that. He put you through too much trauma.
This is a true story too. Listen to this. So, it's like 3 a.m. We're done partying. We go back to his house, and there's these 3 girls that live across the street from him, and one of them is a stripper, and then there's these 2 other girls. So we go over there and we start talking to these girls, and there's this girl over there that I like, and I bring her back to Nick's house, and so it's me and Nick and his roommate and this girl, and I'm talking to this girl. I'm in Nick's bedroom talking to this girl, right? Probably like drunk or smoking weed or something. And I leave the room. Nick's not even in the fucking room. And I leave the room, and Nick's on a chair like this chair, a swivel chair, and she's sitting on his lap. I threw a temper tantrum and left.
You did not.
Yeah, I threw a temper tantrum and left. Like the way my kids do, like if like they leave the room and then come back and one of the other kids is playing with their toys. That's mine. I was like, dude, that's fucking mine, dude. What are you doing? I fucking left. I still talk to that girl. I'm going to bring it up with her.
You should bring it up to Nick next time he texts you.
No. I don't want to bring it up to Nick because he probably likes that.
Just feed his ego a little bit.
Yeah. David Weed. I like Nick a lot. There's more. Nick was the first person ever to give me meth.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's that guy, huh?
I did meth. That was the first person I ever snorted crank with. Methamphetamine speed. God, that was
the chicks like him, probably.
That was so fun. That was so fucking fun. Him and a guy named Craig. That was crazy. Audrey, I hate Nick. Audrey, you would love Nick. That's the problem. You would love Nick. That's the problem. Oh my God. Cave Dastro. Hello. Sevan calls the police. Yes. Hello. 911. My friend Nick stole my girlfriend for the 3rd time.
Damn.
Oh. Who usually does the cop? Did you call the cops? David's so bummed he didn't come up with that. David's so bummed.
Yeah, he is.
David wants to fucking hit himself with a hammer. Oh, shit.
So good.
Dude, Audrey, I'm telling you, you would love Nick. He's tall, and his face is all covered with moles, but they're like beautiful moles, and he has these huge blue eyes. Really deep voice. He's like a black dude trapped in a white dude's body. He's like beyond cool. He's an asshole. He just is a dick to girls, or he was, and they just love it. You got nicked.
What a great name for a dude.
Hey, in the last 3 years, Nick's texted me and told me he's going to come to my house, and he hasn't come.
Really?
Yeah, I think he lives in a yurt or something, like in Santa Barbara or something, or in a tent or something.
Are you sure his name's not Fit Farmer?
What?
The Fit Farmer?
No.
He lived in a yurt.
The Black Fit Farmer. I went onto the White Fit Farmers page the other day.
Yeah.
And there's hope for me. I was looking at that dude's before and after pictures. I have his before body. Did you go to his? Did you see him? Do not pull it up. I do not want anyone to see my before body. It's a fucking mess.
All right. I'll keep it to myself.
No, Nick is not overweight. He has a fucking cigarette behind his ear. He's fit. And he's got he can cross his legs like the way a girl crosses his legs, and and you still don't think like it's still not feminine when he does it. No, not Nick Hunter. You're close though, which is kind of weird. Yeah, Nick wears corduroy. Yes. 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 Yes.
It's one of
Oh,
those.
Nick. Yeah, he was cool. He's a cool motherfucker. What did Bernie say? I'd like to stay and listen to this, but Nick and Suze's podcast is about to... No, not a rich kid. Not a rich kid. Not at all. Hard life growing up. Hard life. Not a rich kid. No. Not a rich kid. Hard life. I was the rich kid compared to him. Like, I had everything. Not a rich kid. Good try though. You should have just stuck with corduroy, dude. Dude, you want to see just the dumbest? You want to see the dumbest fucking thing ever? This probably won't be the last you hear of this. This is so crazy. So, for some reason, Gavin Newsom was already like, "Hey, if I have to appoint someone in the Senate, if Dianne Feinstein dies, I'm appointing a black woman."
Oh wow. Okay.
How
Doesn't matter if they're qualified or not.
What percentage of California is black women? Percentage of California black women. Oh, 1.1 million black women live in California, according to a Census Bureau. Wow, that's a shitload. Okay. And let's say of those 51, let's say of those 1.1 million, half of them are of age. Well, let's just keep it simple in the math. Let's say there's 35 million people who live in California. You're only looking at 3%. I mean, I know that there's people who are too old to be it and too young to be it, but just for simple math's sake, you're only looking at 33% of the fucking 3% of the population. 3% of the population to determine who the next senator is going to be. And it's in this crazy fucking narrow demographic, which is a lesbian black woman. Former Harris advisor LaFonza Butler. Have you ever met a LaFonza?
Not once.
What the fuck is going on with the people on planet Earth? LaFonza Butler, a former advisor to the Vice President Harris, who currently serves as president of Emily's List. What the fuck is Emily's List?
Is that where you find your plumber?
Emily's List. The nation's largest resource dedicated to electing Democratic pro-choice women. Wow.
Awesome.
He chose someone based on their skin color, their desire to have an age limit on when you can kill human beings legally, and their preference of genitalia in their mouth. I don't think that's hyperbole. I don't think that's a stretch at all. Do you? He chose them on skin color, the genitalia they want in their mouth. I know that's a little bit like, I don't know for sure if she eats pussy, but can anyone tell me, do all lesbians eat pussy? Is that fair? Do you think is that a stretch at all? So he chose it for skin color, genitalia she wants in her mouth. I think that's the defining characteristic of a lesbian. And the fact that she thinks it's okay to kill humans if they are less than 7 days old. I think that's the current, like the pro-choice people, 7 days old. It's okay to kill them up to 7 days old. Unfucking believable. Audrey, I want Brian's pussy in my mouth. Oh. I don't think he has one. Jeffrey Birchfield, I've never known a Lufthansa, but I flew on Lufthansa. Hey, one time I was in Germany. No. Poland? No. Bulgaria? Probably Bulgaria. And I was flying out on Lufthansa. and I was and this is when I was like just like a poor filmmaker. I was with Mike Celieris, and I was nice to the lady at the counter, just like I'm nice to everyone. I was present. And she goes, "You know what? I'm going to put you in business class."
Wow.
That was crazy.
Never had that happen.
Her friends must have been her parents must have been fans of Happy Days. Dude, Wad's on me. That's exactly where I went too. Like it was the Spanish female version of Fonzie. La Fonz. La Fonza. La Fonz. Hey, do you know Fonzie? Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, fuck me. That cannot be true. Vince says she doesn't even live in California. Please tell me that's not true. Please tell me that's not true. Oh, genitalia. Got you, Audrey. Got you, genitalia.
She lives in Maryland.
Is that true? Oh, my God. Well, hey, that discredits my, that means there wasn't a black woman who was qualified in California.
Yeah.
So
They looked at 33% of people in California and they said, nope.
3%.
Oh, 3%. Sorry.
Judy Reed, most of the viewers don't know Happy Days. Happy birthday, Judy.
Happy birthday, Judy.
Little late. Oh my God, she really isn't a Californian? How is she not embarrassed, dude? How is this chick not embarrassed? How are you like, how do you take yourself seriously? How do you walk with your fucking shoulders back and chest up and like,
What's this at her bank account?
What's this say to all the other black girls out there? What's this say to fucking black people out there?
Sell out. Nothing matters.
Yeah. Daniel Garrity, she moved from California to she moved from California to Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia area in 2021 when she became president of Emily's List. And Emily's List is to, have you guys ever seen the numbers of abortions that black women have? The numbers are crazy. And then you get to these crazy metropolises like New York City and you start seeing some crazy numbers, dude. It's like there's places where I think babies are aborted at a higher rate than they're born. You know what's crazy is I am pro-choice. And I don't think of myself as racist. But that being said, I don't want, there's a shortage of Armenian people on the planet. There's not a lot of us. And the thought of an aborted Armenian baby, the thought of any aborted baby bothers me. I think it probably bothers everyone. But an aborted Armenian baby really bums me out. And if I'm black, the last thing I want is aborted black babies. And I would never even if I thought it, I would never let crazy shit come out of my mouth that's like, but they would have lived a hard life. They would have been poor. Their dad wouldn't have been there. Fuck that. That's not a reason to kill somebody. Kevin, Sevan, you are black. Sorry, I forget. Sometimes I want to distance myself from being black when I see shit like this. Coffee Papa Mountain Mama. Her dad is Lori Lightfoot. Bernie Gannon, the black abortion issue is really a genocide, literally. I know. There's so many crazy things like that going on. It's like, what are we going to do? It really is a genocide. And it's amazing that Emily's List is the nation's largest resource. I don't even know what that means. Dedicated to electing Democrat pro-choice women. I can't even believe that there is a organization like this. Oh, you should see the board members. Holy shit. They raised over $850 million so far. Imagine being a woman who is pro-choice for your occupation. That's your occupation. Your occupation is to make sure it stays legal to kill babies. I don't know. Oh, shit. Look who their poster child is. Wow. Wow. This isn't going to surprise anyone. It's the Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris. Oh, this issue. Every time I bring up this issue, I think maybe this issue is getting too heavy for me. Maybe I can't handle this shit anymore. Babies are dying. I'm about to become pro-life. So the senator, the 90-year-old lady from California who is a senator, Jew, dies. They replace her with, I assume she was straight. They replace her with someone based on skin color, love for genitalia, doesn't give a fuck where they live, genitalia preference. What a mess. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. God, today's a great day. You guys don't even know. I'm going to rage so hard today. Oh, I'm going to call my wife right now. I think Ari's getting his cast off right now. My other son's getting his cast off. Oh, my God. I can't wait to get the band back together. Dude. Hey, you know all these people say shit like, people's lives don't look that good on Instagram. They don't get along that well. They're like, dude, I'm telling you, anything you see on my Instagram, my life is 10,000 times better. I cannot convey to you how fucking amazing my life is. It's so fucking good. Don't believe that. Some people's lives are like, if you feel horrible about your life, looking at other people's great lives, and stay away from my account. My shit is fucking great. Hello? How come this isn't working? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Are you at the doctor's office?
Yeah, I'm still in the doctor's office. We're waiting to see the doctor.
Is he getting that cast cut off?
He got it off.
His cast? Send me a picture, please.
What?
Send me a picture.
I did. I sent you a video and a picture.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't get it yet.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh my God.
Then why'd you write, oh shit?
Because I just saw the picture. I forgot you were going to the doctor, and I'm just sitting here fucking off on my podcast.
yeah.
David Weed says you're on the phone with Nick.
I'm on the phone with Nick.
Never mind. Oh my God, there's his cast. Does he get to bring it home?
Yeah. We asked if we could bring it home.
Look at his leg.
I know. He's like, my leg's so skinny.
Let me talk to him for a second.
It still feels weird.
can I talk to
Okay,
him?
yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Heidi.
Hey,
Wait,
baby.
what?
Hey, baby. What's up? Hey.
Hi.
Hi. What's up? So how did they take it off?
With a saw that doesn't cut your skin, it tickles.
Oh, that's crazy. And was it loud?
It wasn't that loud.
What was the doctor's name?
I forgot.
Did you make eye contact with him?
Yes,
Did you introduce yourself?
he's my friend.
Did you you don't even know his name, dude.
David.
Oh, good job, David. Dr. David.
That wasn't the doctor.
No. Hey,
The doctor didn't take it off.
Hey, I'm so proud of you, buddy. You work so hard. I love you so much. You make sure you thank the medical staff there, okay? You tell them, hey, thank you for getting me better. Thank you for healing me. Hey, it will mean a lot to them to hear you say thank you and to make eye contact and smile. I'm telling you.
Okay.
You're a powerhouse of love and joy, and make sure you share that with people.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Love you.
I love you too, baby. I'll see you in a few minutes. We'll party today. We'll party hard.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
I love you. Bye. Hey, babe.
Hello. Hey.
I'm gonna start crying.
Oh, yeah. He's such a trooper.
Yeah.
It's definitely stiff. Oh, but he's just straightened it all the way.
Hey, Greg.
Almost all the
Greg
way.
came on the podcast today.
I saw. I popped on for a minute. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
They look like they're having fun.
Oh my God, Rhett looks like a surfer hunk, little surfer hunk. His hair is so awesome. Yeah, he looks so awesome.
Oh, that is so cool. I'm happy for them.
All right, who's at the house right now with the kids?
Well, I thought you were going to be done, so I just left them.
Oh, all right. I'll go out there.
No, I'm kidding. Your mom is there, and McKenna should be there by now.
Okay.
But you should relieve your mom. I think she wants to go work out.
Okay.
She should.
I have a little more to talk. A couple pieces to show about ejaculating, and then
Oh my God.
and then I'll be done.
Okay. Sorry, Caleb.
It's all good. That's what we're here for.
All right.
The doctor's name
Ari
isn't.
says hi, Caleb.
Hi, dude.
The doctor's name isn't Nick, is it?
No.
Okay.
Dr. Han.
Oh, it's an Asian. It's an Asian
Okay.
doctor.
No, gotta go. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
What do you mean, not an Asian doctor? Dr. Han. That's Korean as fuck. Let me see. You want to? I might as well just. Let me see if I can find. Nick sent me a text. I haven't opened it yet. Let me see. Okay, here it is. Spotify. Let's see. Angel of Pirate Radio. Is this?
It's time to lift the curtain on the final act. And we do have champagne.
Oh, it's showing me a Hulu ad.
What the hell?
Is that normal?
On what?
I didn't even know Spotify had video.
Oh yeah, they have it. I know Joe Rogan podcast is on.
How come our show's not on video on Spotify?
I thought it was once you guys switched over to the other distribution app.
I'm gonna bug that guy today, Zach, and find out. Oh my God, Spotify, man, there's crazy ads on it.
Yeah, there are a lot.
Is there a band called The Pretenders?
Yeah.
Oh, there is? Oh. I wonder why he sent this to me. I thought it was him singing. I wasted a minute of your guys' life. Nick, hey. Is this you singing? Nick was abusive too. Like he would write poetry and read it to me, and I would ask him what the meaning is, and he would get so fucking angry. Like, hey, dude, you got to know the meaning yourself, dude. You got to take your own meaning out of it. Fuck. Thanks for making it safe for me to talk to you.
Like, why'd you write it then?
Fuck. Hey, let me put some things in perspective too about Nick. He didn't just intervene and tend to my vagina. He tended to everyone's vagina. Like I would watch him take girls away from all the dudes. Like it was fun to watch when it was like Caleb's girlfriend he took away. It was just fucked if it was just fucked when he took yours away.
Shit, mine's next.
But dude, let me tell you, he he wasn't just like, hey, I'm only taking Sevan's pussy. It was like he's taking everybody's pussy. Oh, look at this. Kenneth DeLapp. Jamie Latimer won the Masters Fitness Collective in a Paper Street shirt and a CEO wristbands. No shit. She has CEO wristbands?
That's dope.
How do I see that? Jamie. I follow her. It should just pop right up, right? Jamie. It didn't. Latim. I get a dude. Did you find her account? What's her account? How can I maybe it's Latimer. Latimer? Latimer? Am I spelling it right? Latimer? Someone will tell us in a second. Janie repped the crew all weekend. That's awesome. Oh, XFit Jamie. Thank you. XFit Jamie. There she is. Oh, Jamie Hicks is her name. No wonder I can't find her. She's not Jamie Latimer. Oh shit, she does have the wristbands on. What a G. Look at that shit. How much is that bag? Can I lift that bag up?
100, 150.
No, probably not. Not if it's it's 150. Nope, I'm not lifting that up. Dang.
That's dope.
Yeah, good job, Jamie. Fuck. Hey, for anyone who doesn't know, that's a specimen. I got to stand by her at the CrossFit Games. God, she's shorter than me, I think. She's a fire plug. Proportioned amazing. Great body. But tiny, but fuck, powerhouse. Do you remember? You must be a giant next to her, Caleb.
Yeah, I'm a lot taller than her, but yeah, she's pretty stacked.
And when she's in the media pit, like she's different than there's 100 people in the media pit, and she's different.
Yeah, you can definitely pick her out.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, that one's like a real CrossFitter. Yeah, she's cool as shit. Awesome. Wow, look at her. Beast. How come there's only 2 people on the podium? Do you see the picture next to it?
No.
Where's the other chick? She probably went home or something.
Probably.
That dude, scroll over a picture. There's a guy in the 65. I thought that guy, scroll over one. I thought that guy was like in her same age group. I was like, what the fuck? But no.
A little older.
Yeah.
By 3 decades.
That's cool. Damn, she's getting some. Look at the post. Look at the other post before that. She's just in savage mode. She got a little lean as she goes around that rope.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. Oh, she's proud of her boys too. Damn. All right. Thanks for sharing that, Kenneth. That's cool as shit. No, she's not a grandma. She's like 30. She's young still. She's like still like she got like 2 teenage boys and shit. Jake Azan. Nice to see you, Jake. Been a while. I worked with her at the games for Clydesdale Media. Jamie is awesome. Don't tell my wife. Oh shit. Someone died mid-comp, I think 60-plus age division, went into cardiac arrest, and they resuscitated him. Oh. That's a great 2 sentences. Died, and then at the end, resuscitated.
That's fucking crazy.
You know what I think. Caleb, new poll, CEO wristband. You don't sell those, do you? That's I don't think these sell very well for some reason. I don't know why. They're dope. It's winter. I haven't worn these in a long time, but now I got them on my desk again. Yeah. Fuck. Let's party. All right. Good show. Dale King. Craig Howard. No. Dale King. Greg Glassman.
The other Greg.
Greg, whatever. Whatevs. Just kicking it here with my bestie, Caleb. Tomorrow's trash day. And Brian Friend and Facundo will be here in the morning. Hey, could you guys tell I was winging it with Dale? By the time I watched his movie last night and I was done, I was so tired. I had no notes. I didn't give Caleb any notes. Caleb killed it today. No notes, no links, nothing.
It's like 70% of the shows, but
hey.
It's cool.
Not that, but here's the thing: 70% of the shows Caleb doesn't get notes, but I have them, and I just don't share. But only 5% of the shows don't have any notes at all. The other, I got to keep Caleb on his toes.
That explains a lot. Gives me something to do. It's cool.
Tomorrow my gardener comes. He says, we will be there tomorrow, hermano.
Nice.
Yeah. My gardener hugs me so fucking tight. Hermano.
Really?
Yeah. Javier. Yeah. Baller. Mexican dude from Mexico. Got fucking killing it. You know what I mean? Just balling. Straight stereotype. Fucking awesome. Got the fleet of trucks, and he sent I get his kid to do my house, right? Like I don't get like just like the rando Venezuelan dudes who are probably working there.
Yeah.
He told me the other day, he's like, you know, I fired your neighbor. I'm like, you did? He goes, how come? He goes, she told me, why you send guys to my house who don't speak English. I was like, you're racist. We're out of here. I was like, dang.
That's awesome.
I told the dude, hey, your dudes can pee in the backyard if they want. Just so you know, I'm cool. Just have them go against the fence.
I do it all the
time. Dude, 2 acres, you can pee wherever you want.
That's my favorite part. Because the 2 bathrooms don't like you can't use them. So I'm like, well, I guess walk a few hundred yards and
are you on septic?
Yeah, septic.
And what about water? Are you on well?
No, I'm not on well water.
But they don't ration there. It's not like California. Yeah. Okay.
No.
God, that's awesome.
It's cool. The guy
How was my Mexican accent there? Was it
was pretty good. My mover was hella Mexican, the driver.
Hella Mexican.
Hella Mexican. You sounded just like him.
He doesn't even sound like that either. Like that sounds like someone who's been in LA like for a couple generations. My dude's is just straight fucking, straight out of Mexico. I love him.
Kidding. SEMA knows my land. We're on 2 wells. We're on well water.
Oh. Are you?
That's what she did my site survey, so she knows.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome if you're on wells. Hey, and we're not even so the person before me on my property dug a new well and they had to fill the old well. And I'm like, fuck.
Really?
Yeah, because they have all sorts of water right laws here in California.
Oh, you can only have 1 well per property or whatever.
Unless one's an ag well.
Oh, like
this friend of mine that you also know dug a new well on his property, a second well. First, he planted just 100 trees on his property so he could have a second well.
Oh, okay.
Then he dug a second well because he just wants it. So he dug a second, because now it's an ag well.
Right.
So fruit trees. So then he dug a second well, and his second well water was better than his first well water. So he switched the 2. He made his first well his ag well. And
gotcha. Yeah.
Baller.
Okay. That's cool.
Hey, Sevi, how do I get a CEO flag? I want one for my home gym, but they're all sold out. Oh, text me and I'll put you in touch with Vindicate. Is that who? With Travis?
Yeah, Travis.
You had 30 Mexicans at your house? We had the exterior of our house done last summer, and 30 Mexicans asked if they could just pee down behind the pine tree. 30 Mexicans. At most, I've had 5 Mexicans, like 4 gardeners and Dave. Yeah, that's cool. One of my valves is leaking. It's fucking stressing me out, and he knows it because that means water's just getting pulled out of my well. I hate that.
Does that? Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's waste. It's like I have a limited supply of water, and it's fucking going. It would be like if some chick was leaking ovaries, eggs. It's like, yo, motherfucker, there's only so many in there. There's a new meme account.
Yeah, no rep news.
Yeah. Oh shit. And whoever this is just ass pounding. Oh shit. Oh shit, there's one ass pounding Hiller. What is up with this one? This account?
I don't know. I don't know who runs it. I don't know anything about it.
YouTuber Andrew Hiller tragically injures hand creating Danny Price and Mikey content because he couldn't let it go. Probably a repetitive stress injury from patting himself on the back. Hey, it should say Andrew Hiller gets shit on his dick from ass pounding Danny Price and Mikey Swoosh so much. That's a great picture of Hiller, dude. You look Jewish in that picture, dude. Look at your face, your nose. That's a crazy picture of Hiller. Look at he looks like he came out from underground like a mole.
It's probably because he did. Came out of his computer cave.
I like the Andrew Hiller ones. Performance enhancing drug user who supported Liver King accuses working mother and small business owner of using performance enhancing drug. Stupid.
That was good. That one was good.
Yeah, but I don't know. Listen. Dave Castro, the games will be 95% indoors. We will be outside less time than it takes me to do a heavy deadlift. Oh, come on, dude. This is recycled shit from fucking 1752. Okay, Ben Bergeron. Let's see. He gets ass pounded. Ben Bergeron played his entire routine Greg Glassman performed first in 2011 at a speech. I don't get it. Eric Rosa. Okay, I love pounding Eric Rosa. He's a douche. Former CrossFit CEO and chairman Eric Rosa has still not been seen or heard from since entering the fitness relocation program. Oh, no. But these aren't good, right?
I don't know.
I don't even get that.
Shot at everybody.
I know, but I'm just Key Canon seeks investors for its new red light gender affirming therapy for barbells. Come on, man. Give me something. YouTuber Andrew Hiller blocked by second inanimate object in 2 weeks. Oh, that's good. Wow. Did that plunge company really block him?
Yeah, they did.
Dude,
How ridiculous.
well, it's just stupid. He's just going to fuck you in your ass. 4 times CrossFit Games champion hunts vegetarians and brags about it.
Yikes.
What's Rich have in his mouth there?
Duck call.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
God, that's gangster.
Or turkey golf. Just depends on what they're hunting.
I don't get this one either. CFHQ saving millions by moving sport to a state where they won't have to insure the female athletes. Texas is so uptight about female reproductive health. Texas is so uptight about what's female reproductive health? Is that code for aborting babies, for killing babies in the womb?
Probably.
Texas is so uptight about killing babies in the womb. I bet they won't even let them do Olympic lifting. I don't even fucking understand that.
I don't get it either.
Marv, you like this one? No judgment. Oh my God. Stupid. Don't even bother. Dude, someone just make one that just tears Hiller up. Hiller's so fun and funny. He's so fucking funny. Yeah, Jake, text me and I can put you in touch with Vindicate for the CEO flag. Oh, I feel my energy levels dropping. Zach Jones, I hope this account hits Sevi hard after this. Dude, this account can't hit anyone hard. This shit's straight just pussified. They just posted a new one a few seconds ago. Okay, let's see.
I don't even think that one's very good. I just looked at it.
Yeah, I don't even get that one. The one with the stadium?
No, the one with Laura.
Oh, I don't see it. Can I see it? Will there be an asterisk next to Laura's CrossFit Games win if she loses the Rogue Invitational to this baby?
To Tia's baby.
Oh, that's Tia's baby? Oh, to Tia's baby. I don't get it. I don't even get these. For all you meme people out there, not you, Wad Zombie. I don't get 80% of your shit. Like, I don't even get that.
I don't either.
I don't want to have to think of. So there might be an asterisk. Are they implying that there's an asterisk by Laura's name because Tia didn't compete this year? And if so, why is that funny?
It's a lot of leaps.
That one sucks hard. That one, they all suck, dude. These all suck. The only good thing about that one Hiller one is pretty good, but they should have put shit on his dick instead of her injured his hand. I'd put shit on Hiller's dick before I injured his hand. I hate the cops thing. Thank you. Bye, asshole.